Hey everybody.
Hey.
Yellow, and I don't mean the color. You're on the Twitch stream with Hannah as the captain now. Hi everyone! Welcome to Bards of New York, the actual play D&D stream where sometimes we actually play D&D. And today is not one of those times.
Fuck you, Woody.
We will be playing a familiar problem. I have never DM'd live on stream, so this is my first go at this format. I've DM'd around our kitchen table while all of us are high as fuck, and that's a different experience than tonight. Or it might not be.
On life.
Before we get started, I just want to say hi to chat. Hi to everybody who's in there. We've missed you. We're very excited to be back. We were excited last week to be back, and we can't wait for next week, which we will talk about the schedule in just a second. But first, we have a couple elephants who are not in the room, and so our dear Drew is going to tell us where they are today.
Yo, it's your boy Drew. I'm here to let you know that your boy Woody is out there hunting our boy Bigfoot. And
Yo, Bigfoot!
You said that like it's his rapper name.
Yeah. And your boy
hunting
John
Bigfoot.
is tracking Woody, hunting Woody as he's hunting your boy Bigfoot. So they are not with us today, as you can see, but we'll miss them, but we will still have a wonderful time.
Oh yeah. Maybe even more fun if I'm not
maybe
here.
so. Exactly.
There will definitely be fewer farts.
Very true.
We'll let you decide who those are usually from. Thank you very much, Drew. Okay, and then it is September. Dan, would you like to talk about September, or do you want me to take care of it?
Subtumba.
What?
You're listening to music, or
I'm
to
listening
our
to
sound.
our
I'll
sound.
take care of it.
You're listening to Netflix.
Today-
I'm watching Netflix.
You goddamn.
This month is September, which means that you get a discount on subscribing to us on Twitch, which really helps us out, helps improve the stream. As you may have noticed, our sound quality has yo-yoed over the years, but little by little we have improved upon it to the point where now we have a bunch of shotgun mics that are really, really helping, and we're adjusting and configuring those as we speak. It's one of the big reasons why we're doing these kind of smaller one-shots, is to give us kind of a chance to get our sea legs with this new tech that your subscriptions have generously gotten us, and also figure out our new studio, because we're in a sexy new studio. We're uptown girls now. But yeah, if you want to help us out, if you have the monetary needs or means to help us out, please think about subscribing to Twitch. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free every month and
Yes.
really stick it up Jeff Bezos's you-know-what.
Stick it to Jeff.
They're on a first-name basis.
I know Jeff. Imagine if I knew Jeff Bezos.
His rapper name is Jesus.
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 It's like kind of Jesus. But
Chat does say at least everyone here talks into the mic, and I do appreciate that. Chat.
wow.
Hey, we
I
are.
appreciate
yes.
being seen.
To be fair though, we if he who won't be named to this Will, if Will was here, there would be no way he could not talk into
That is
these
true.
beautiful mics that we were able to get from your patronage.
Hey, but we all sometimes don't talk into the mic.
But you know what? It was because of Will that we decided to get these.
Honestly,
So I
yeah.
guess we can thank Will for it. We're
Thanks,
not
Will.
talking into the
Hey, you
normal.
know what Will's doing? Professional theater production.
God damn it!
I've never heard of that cryptid.
I haven't
Yeah, that's a very interesting one.
We have a theme.
Speaking of improving the stream, Kyle, over to you about our new sponsorship and YouTube.
Also, speaking about stealing some shit from Jay Bezos,
Oh, right, he owns that too.
Yep.
Gosh, and what a horrible thing. For
We
him. It's a great
we are officially
It's all about Amazon.
have popped our podcast cherry /show. We are sponsored by Audible Books, Audible by Amazon, by Jesus. So on Audible, I personally use Audible quite a bit. Audible is where you can find audiobooks. Obviously, also there's a bunch of different things that are like courses. Like there's a series called The Great Courses that wonderful, so many different topics. You can listen to them a bunch. I currently am on the final book of the Wheel of Time series, so that's how much you know about me now.
You also
Ask
can.
me what I'm reading.
Oh, go ahead.
Ask me what I'm reading
What
on
are you
Audible.
reading?
Or I guess listening to.
What are you?
I'm listening to the Timothy Zahn novels, Heir to the Empire. It's a Star Wars novel, and it's like you're listening to a little radio play. And it's on Audible. And I love to read a book physically, but those are a treat.
Yeah.
And if you're into Star Wars and you want to listen to a good one and support us on Audible, go check out the Timothy Zahn novels, Heir to an Empire, or Heir to the Empire.
Also, as a very dyslexic boy, Audible changed my life.
Good thing you have an auditory processing disorder.
It's true.
Yeah, wow.
I have that too. I have that too, and that makes No,
So
Audible is wonderful.
So the best thing about Audible is that it offers an Audible Plus, where it's $15 a month, but each month you get a 1 credit where you can use that to buy any audiobook in their system, and some of them are expensive as fuck, way more than $15. So utilizing that in a good way is great. You also get access to the Audible Plus catalog, which has a bunch of stuff like the Great Courses I was saying. And if you use the link www.audibletrial.com/bards,
Whoa, that's so cool.
you get 1 month free trial. That does include a credit where you can get 1 free audiobook. So a month of listening to Audible Plus and a free audiobook that you get to keep whether or not you keep Audible Plus.
Oh.
But yeah, it's just a little thing for us to be able to, one, share the beloved things we know. We probably talk about books all the time, and a lot of them are going to be on Audible.
It's almost like we're nerds.
We are. And it gives us a little bit more of that good money that we then can put back into the stream to make it as amazing as possible for you guys.
So
and
one
for
day,
ourselves.
Will can have his own personal shotgun mic.
And body mic.
Just for insurance.
It's like a backup. On top of that, and more of just a small caveat so we can keep going, YouTube. We're trying to bump up our YouTube. Not owned by Jeff Bezos. Yeah.
I
Like-
say yet.
Yet. No, it's owned by Google, so it's okay.
Okay.
It's owned, I mean, it's all a corporation, man. But yes, so we're trying to bump our YouTube presence. So like us on there, subscribe to us on there. It's a huge help. But yeah. Back to
Cool.
you.
Thank you very much. Last thing on the announcements before we do our quick mic check is that the schedule going forward is next week we will have a battle royale as our characters from Ballad of the Nightmare Crew. Woody will be back, John will be back, and there will be blood. Whose blood? I hope it's Woody's, but we'll see.
How would Woody's not... What?
I might start a poll on Discord for
Should bring
which
a
character I
Rittenhouse.
should play.
Oh, that'd be fun. Come join our Discord. Yeah.
Come join our
Join our
Discord.
We'll do a poll.
Because for
I'm writing
those
it
of you
down.
who are new, I've played 3 characters so far. You got Ember, you got Bim Bam, and Fin Fan.
I
What
would
if
love
you-
to
what
see
if you-
Ember though. I really would say the OG
That's
crew going
that's
at
fair.
it.
That's fair.
The OG crew.
But also, I don't know. Maybe we leave it up to Discord.
I feel like Fim Fam and Bim Bam would get their shit packed in real fast.
I was gonna say,
Bim Bam would not be great. Fim Fam's got some like thicky magic from being like such a high level bard.
But also like Ember has some
Ember
crazy
has
ass
some
shit
crazy
too.
ass shit, and it would be the main caster
Yeah.
of all.
I
us.
know.
I mean, because we don't have Callias.
Yeah, we won't have Callias, so you'd be the main caster that could do shit that.
I'm not but I'm.
We'll see. We'll
That's fair,
put a
that's
poll
fair,
in
that's
it.
fair.
Fair.
It's
We'll put a poll
sometimes
up.
more fun to be the goofball that that might not have a great chance
Oh.
than my edgelord cat angel devil.
Yeah, but you want to know something?
I'd like to.
With the hand of Vecna.
As somebody whose only personality trait now, I have two. I have Baldur's Gate and Ahsoka. And I started playing Baldur's Gate and started talking to Asterion, and I was like, oh my god, Asterion's kind of like Ember. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I like to pretend I don't have a type.
But you do.
That's amazing.
Oh, okay. So that will be next week. Please come. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be one of those, if you've ever been with us when we have those really silly battles, that's what it's going to be. And then the following week will be the first episode back for the Ballad of the Nightmare Crew. It will be verse 4. Verse 4, yes? Yeah.
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 Where we will be picking up right where we left off, no time jump. And we'll be hunting for a certain someone's soul.
And then finding some squiddy bitties
Squiddy bitties.
Man,
that
you know,
have Ember's body.
you know what they used to call me in college? Squiddy bitties.
Do we remember that shit?
What they used to call me in
The,
college.
no, yeah. The fucking Illithid have my empty vessel that is also slightly occupied by Vecna. Guys, if,
Oh, it got taken. I forgot about
if you're not
that.
fucking caught up,
Oops.
get caught up
We'll
because
just get you a new body.
it's gonna. I know, and that's great. But they have the other one.
Also, Hellhunter, thank you very much in the
We'll call
chat.
it.
We do have merch. We've got some merch
shit.
requests that have been given during our summer break that I am making designs for. Maybe there will be a Horford Lore, there we go, Horford Lore coffee mug in the future. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But we do have a lot of lovely merch on there still.
Wait, what merch requests have we had?
A Horford Lore coffee mug.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we can all have one. Okay, well, the next and final thing on our docket before we roll the beautiful jelly bean footage is that we have to do a mic check. And that mic check is for my lovely little FeyWild bebés. My little bebés. The RP warm-up question for today is, if your FeyWild familiar could go on any ride at the water park, what would it be? And you have to describe it in great detail because this is a mic check. And we will start with you, Drew.
Say, my familiar. I don't know why I just said it like that. My familiar Shadow is a cat. You're right, but that's not the voice I even intended to use. I just decided to speak that way for weird reasons. I don't know. Shadow the cat is a cat that is very, very, very chill, very, very lazy. So his perfect water park ride is the lazy river. In any water park, he'll be laying right on top of that little inner tube, floating down the river, just sleeping, just vibing, licking his paws, doing his thing.
Will he ever get in the water?
Oh no, no water for him. On top of the water,
Okay.
but won't be touching the water.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, question. Any lazy river I've ever been to, the only inflatables you can be on are the ones with the holes in the middle?
Correct.
So how is he laying on said donut inflatable?
I picture this in my head. In some way, he's splayed his body across the hole, where his legs are like hanging off the back, and he's like splayed his front paws on the front, and it's just vibing. And every once in a while, he just lifts up the arm, gets his paw a lick, and he's just vibing, splayed out, but not allowing the water to touch him as much as possible.
I can definitely see Kat actually doing that. Excellent.
Absolutely.
Kyle?
My familiar Crusty is a crab. Crusty would very much like to would love the wave pool and would sit at the bottom and look up at the floating bodies. Frolicking. Not dead.
Excellent, excellent. The mystery familiar who you will meet, who is kind of an NPC, I'm saving it as a surprise to let you know the name, but their favorite ride at the water park isn't actually a ride. It would be the Dippin' Dots kiosk that is always at a water park, and they would get the cookies and cream Dippin' Dots, and it would be a large.
Period.
And Dan, it's now your turn.
Definitely the like. Do you know that that one? And I have to listen to myself as well. Do you know that one thing where you go down and then it's the big circle?
Like it looks like a toilet bowl?
Yes.
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 For sure.
They call it the toilet bowl.
Yes. The octopus that I'm playing really enjoys that because he can just spread himself out.
Oh, and is it kind of like it massages his belly?
Yeah, and kind of like you know.
What?
I'll like spray
Anyway,
it out.
we sound glorious.
Oh, good.
Let's hit.
Okay, well, we're gonna roll the beautiful bean footage, and then we will be right back. The jelly bean footage.
Jelly.
Right back about. We're live. Hello. Sorry, that was so much shorter.
I was not ready.
When there's
ready, it was so
only
much
4
shorter.
of us.
That's 4 of us. I'm so sorry.
Oh
Holy
yeah, there's only 4
mackerel.
people in the video.
Anyway.
Chat, let us know how the music levels are. We're still calibrating
I think
that
it's-
as well.
It seems pretty good.
Yeah? Okay.
Like a
Pronunciation guide for the word spelled Xaddy is Xaddy. It's just, you know, it could be daddy, could be Xaddy. It's like the gender neutral spelling of it. It's also cool because it starts with an X.
Yeah.
In some words, an X sounds like a Z, so you're doing great.
Yep.
Like xylophone.
Or
Xylophone.
Savior.
I was trying to think of another one,
I
and all I
can't
could
think
think of was Velociraptor, which doesn't have an X in it at all.
I was trying to think of something else too.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
really wish you let that intrusive thought out.
Velociraptor. You could see the wheels and just like the smoke coming out of my ears as I decided not to say that one. Hold the brakes.
Thank you for still sharing.
Yeah.
No, please. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Always do so.
Well, without further ado,
A boo.
welcome to the FeyWild. As you arrive, a long banquet table carved from the heart of an enchanted purple tree is adorned with ethereal pastries, jewel-like fruits, and a golden nectar river that flows around the table. I don't know if you've ever seen that TikTok, but there's like a river in the center, and you can put things in the middle of the table, and you can put things around it. And on that nectar river are these floating little boats that go around and around and around. And on the tiny boats are little delicate glasses of what you know to be Fey mimosas.
Famouses.
Famosas. Then if you look at the rest of the table, there are tiny miniature thrones tailored to the preferences of each familiar that is in attendance of this brunch. And it provides a very regal seat. And then behind that table you see bigger chairs, probably from medium-sized, larger creatures. You would assume it would be for your charge, your wizard, your sorcerer, whatnot. And as you look around the glade, there are ancient trees that go all the way up to the sky and blot out the pink and purple sky. And their trunks are adorned with vibrant, luminescent blossoms that emit this soft, enchanting glow that's very cozy. And the dappled sunlight that you do see kind of filters through the canopy above, and it creates this like mosaic of light on the mossy ground, which is really, really comfy. And if you want to take your shoes off, if you're wearing shoes, you can. And then there's fireflies that are casting light for people, so you feel like there's not a dark, unfriendly shadow anywhere. And the air is alive with these sweet melodies of a mystical band that is comprised of songbirds and satyrs with panpipes. The chairperson of the Familiars Union, which you are all members of, Union Strong, has really pulled out all the stops for this brunch. As you are well aware, this brunch only happens once in a century. So the chairman or president of the Familiars Union has plenty of time to plan, so it better be good. It is here at this brunch where familiars and companions come together and celebrate their unique special bond in a place where the FeyWild is where the ordinary meets the extraordinary, and you get those bizarre things, and so it feels very much like the proper setting for this kind of celebration. As the camera swings back around to the table, our eyes fall upon a curious-looking scarlet octopus, a surprisingly adorable crab, and last but certainly not least, a raven-haired cat with the most squelchable little head. As you sit down in your throne, and your throne morphs to your liking, you're delivered a glass or a bowl, if you prefer, of Fey Mimosa. And I would like you each to describe yourself, your vibe, and just introduce us. And we will start with Dan.
You see a, like Hannah had said, you see this kind of little plushy octopus, quite small in stature, but it can be on land, and he's got his 8 little limbs, and he's got what look like little glasses, but they're round little rimmed ones, and he has a kind of a nervous look about him that he kind of is always kind of just like a little darting around, little wondering what's going on, but is happy to be with his 2 friends. And I should assume we're friends, but here we are. It's a one shot. It's canon now. It's canon now. Here we are. And he's just and he's not wearing any clothing except his glasses.
Oh God.
but it's not like a naked thing. It's more of he's just not wearing clothing. So.
If you have to clarify that it's not a naked thing, is it a naked thing?
Yeah, it might be a naked thing.
One might think it's a naked thing.
I feel like sometimes though, like if you put clothing on like an not human character, you're implying that there is something there.
Genitalia.
Yeah.
Penis B.
Yeah.
Penis B?
Like in Space Jam, how Bugs Bunny isn't wearing any clothes, but Lola Bunny is.
Or the way.
That feels sexist.
It's odd,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does she not get to wear clothes? Maybe she likes pants too.
No, she is.
No, she is wearing.
Oh, she is wearing clothes.
Bugs Bunny's not.
Oh, that's right.
Because there's and when you look at it like that, like if she wasn't, it would just be like,
both of them are,
Lola.
Yeah.
But because she's wearing clothes, it makes it like, oh, something's underneath those.
Yeah, so we have to sexualize
the
anthropomorphic
bunny.
animals.
We must!
We absolutely have to sexualize humanoid animals.
I can't watch anything unless I can fuck it.
Wow. That's
a soundbite.
That's a sound. Someone clip that, please.
I'm channeling my character.
Oh.
All right. Well, did you describe your throne?
Oh no.
My throne? No, I
Yes. Describe your throne. What is the perfect throne for your octopus?
didn't. Oh, it's got.
Sounded bad.
It's a little plushy, but it's got heft to it, and he can kind of like move around it really quickly. You're talking about like a throne to sit upon?
Yeah, you all have personalized thrones that morph to your whatever you desire as you sit at this beautiful table for brunch.
Yes. No. It's tiny enough to sit him, but he really likes the ability that he has between land and water, and he can kind of be on land as much as he can in water, so he can move really quickly when there's a little bit of water. So the throne is a little wet.
So if anybody else sat down there, they'd
be like, why am I sitting in wet?
I don't. Yeah. Okay.
So
Is it
I'm
wetness of
sitting
your
in
making?
wet.
why am I sitting
not
in
even
wet?
water,
Not
just
even
wet,
water, just wet.
which makes me feel like it's like
It's a different
viscous.
substance. Yeah, it's like a mucus kind of substance.
Lovely.
Sitting in wet.
Like when you move around, is there a slug trail that's left behind?
A little one.
Yeah. A little skoosh.
A little squash.
Oh god.
All right, Drusif, would you
Yes.
like to describe your cute little kitty?
Yes, Shadow sits. I'll describe the throne and then I'll describe the cat
Okay.
because the throne is important.
Is it a window hammock?
No, it is a cat tree. So you see this like cat tree, but it's got this part of the cat tree that's like a little box that it can go inside of, a little hole it
Okay.
can hide in. Hanging off of the cat tree are these like actual like vines that the cat can kind of play with, and of course the center of the cat tree is a piece of wood to scratch upon for the scratching needs of the cat as well. Shadow is sitting on a part of the cat tree outside of the hole, just chilling, just vibing. As I said before, this is a very lazy cat, and only does things when asked or forced to do so. So therefore, everything he's doing is pretty much nothing usually. Just licking himself, always grooming, always sleeping.
Great.
Crushing it.
I aspire to be
Absolutely.
like that one
Oh,
day.
also he has a little bow tie.
What color?
It's a little red polka dot blue bow tie.
Did his charge give it to him?
Absolutely.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Of course.
All right, Mr. Crusty.
Yes. Crusty the Crab has a throne of. It is a stack of slightly sand, some pearls, and different like sea glass and such, mounded up onto on the top is like a little tiny treasure chest that is open, and inside is like a lot of plush cushioning that he can lounge upon. He is a crab. Your garden variety crab.
Red?
Yes, bright red, and he does have a little badge over his heart as a gift from his charge.
Oh, cute. Okay. And he's just like the size of a normal crab, but magic.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you, Crusty.
pretty much.
Okay. Well, you all have cups
I don't
of.
want to do this. I don't want to do Mr. Krabs' impression. I could.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to.
You all have cups of Fey mimosa or Fey wine in front of you if you would like to partake. And if you do, I will ask you to roll a D100. Shout out to my friend Dreamy Kind of Day, for giving me her Fey wine wild magic table.
Oh.
Just to, loosen yourselves up for this party. You can't really have a lot of practice going to these because it's only once every 100 years.
I think
Drew get a 20.
I think that. Oh, what did you get?
100.
100?
That's insane.
What do you think? Wait.
Wait, that's
100 is what? 100 is
What
what?
the fuck am I drinking?
You got 100?
I got 100.
What is it? It's 100 is.
It's all zeros, baby.
It's all zeros.
all zero.
I'll roll. I'll have a nip.
I'm going to ask you to roll again.
Can I use your other rolling tray?
Oh no.
51.
51.
I got a 6 and a 10. 61?
16.
16.
That's 16?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay, for the next 5 minutes, you will hover an inch off the ground. You can otherwise move normal, but you will never touch the ground. So in your seat, you just kind of are a hovering little crab. Do with that what you will. What was your number?
99.
99. Wow. What
Which
the
is
hell?
So random.
You rolled 100 and you
This
rolled
is
90.
great. You speak with a squeaky, high-pitched accent for the next 10 minutes. I'm
really
looking at the clock right now. It's 7 p.m. You can stop.
At 7 p.m.
Yep.
Okay.
And Dan,
I rolled a 16 if that's what
a
we're
16.
16.
a 10 and a 6.
16.
Ooh, okay. Your eyes begin to change color with your mood. So, they will become red if you're angry, blue if you're sad, green if you're happy, and then if you're just kind of vibing and fine, you are orange. Basically, think of this like a mood ring, but for your eyeballs.
Incredible.
So
Incredible.
feel free to narrate that as you cycle through emotions.
Okay. And for how long is that?
5 minutes
Till the end of
Incredible.
time.
until I
Till the
decide.
end of time.
With that first drink into your bodies, you feel yourself relax. You remember what this is about. You remember that this is a good time and your charges should be here any second now. And the party and the festivities and the appreciation will begin. But while we wait for the host to make their announcements, please introduce yourselves to each other if you have not already met.
You're new,
I know. My name's Richard.
Richard.
Yes, my name's Richard. But some people call me Dick. I don't really like that all the time.
Oh!
But you do like it sometimes.
No.
You said all the time.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Would you like if I called you Dick?
What about me, Dick?
Sorry. I've got a squeaky, high-pitched voice. There we go. The guy is pushing up there.
I
The thunder that's happening here right now was so intense it just set
Is
off
that
a bunch
really
of
what
car
that
alarms.
is? Let's see if we can hear it.
That's crazy.
You can kind of hear it. Wow. That's bonkers.
Oh boy! Sorry.
do you think that maybe you couldn't call me Dick? I will appreciate that.
If you don't like it, of course.
Yeah, we can call you Richard. It's okay.
Yeah.
Rich? How about Rich?
That's what
Rich.
Richie's a little.
Reginald.
We just met. Reginald's fun.
Rochard?
Rochard?
I don't know, I'm just making it up.
Oh. Rochard sounds like I took a turd and then had it be rotched.
Could you elaborate?
Yeah, have you ever had a rotched turd?
I don't know what that word means.
Well,
Why are you sounding like that?
I took
Yeah,
a sip of this stuff and it means
is that what you normally
hopefully it changes.
Is that what you normally
You
sound
got
like?
a
No!
You got a helium wine.
Yeah! It's quite great.
I hate it when that happens.
Oh,
Oh boy!
what color is bashful?
Whatever
Wait,
color
can I
you
take a
want
sip?
it to
Okay,
be.
you see.
I'm gonna take a
Richard's-
sip of his wine.
Oh.
Roll on the D100
Oh,
scale.
I can't get the one he got.
Roll a
You gotta
D100.
get the 99 if you want to.
I got the 100!
62.
62. You have uncontrollable gas for the next 10 minutes.
Wow.
Oh no, and I'm floating. Am I gonna fly away?
Propels you. You gotta really aim
I
it.
guess it doesn't have to be gas from
Is
your
my
house.
voice high?
No! Oh, but something else is pretty high. Oh,
My lactose content.
my nose is
sounds
very,
like- it's
very
a-
strong.
It sounds like you've got a case of the toots. I had a case of the toots, and let me tell you, when an octopus like myself's toots, it comes out of I don't know where.
Are you saying you don't have a butthole? Or
No.
do you have 8 and you're just not sure which one?
No, there's no butthole.
How do you?
I just have my 8 legs and then
How
the
do you do
hole
it?
down there.
But you do feel farts.
Oh yeah, I feel them.
Do they get stuck inside you?
Where are they coming from?
Do you even eat?
We got to figure
What do you
this out.
mean? I eat.
Then what do you? What?
I don't know.
How do you get rid of it?
What do octopus eat?
You're a magical octopus. You can eat
eat
whatever
whatever
you
you want.
want.
I like
They eat small fish.
small fish.
Children's dreams.
I like children's dreams.
So when you have to get rid of it, where does it go?
I can poop. I ink. I ink.
That sound like
I know how to ink. You ever inked before?
Only on Wednesdays.
But doesn't that happen when you're scared?
Inking?
Yeah.
No, it's how I poop too. It's kind of one all-encompassing.
Okay.
It's an all-encompassing sort of
Do
situation.
you spit the ink or do you?
No, it comes out of my ass.
What? You just said you didn't have one.
No, I said I don't know where my farts go out.
But you know.
Gosh, crabs. What's your name? Wait, I don't even know your
Crusty.
names. You didn't introduce yourselves.
We got hooked on what your nickname was.
We got hooked on phonics.
I thought we were friends already.
This here is our friend Jojo. I'm just kidding, Shadow. It's Shadow.
Yeah. I mean, JoJo's kind of cool, but
I'm getting up there in years.
I can see that. Do your farts smell like it?
I'm 12.
At this point, Crusty is now in the center of the table, kind of just going like this over all the food, trying to tread water.
Pay no attention to the crustacean in the air.
You're flying.
Shut up. Oh, I said don't pay. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Why are you flying?
I drank the FeyWild stuff and, you know.
At this moment, a
I'm
small
crusty. You didn't do that.
a small dog, white curly fur, comes and sits down next to you in a throne that is purple and fuzzy. And she sits down and goes, "Oh, hi. I don't know if I've met any of you. Hi, my name's Ava.
Hello.
Sorry, this is my first time being at one of these before. I'm only like, how old am I? 9? So I'm really new to this whole familiar FeyWild thing. Can you tell me about yourselves? Where are you from? Who's your charge? Is your charge a wizard?
Mine's more of a deal maker. He's a seafaring captain that goes by the name Godfrey.
Oh, see?
See.
Si, senor. Thank you. So, do you get to go on lots of adventures?
I dabble.
Oh, how exciting. I haven't gone on any adventures yet.
Not one.
No, we're still in the, beginning stages of my adventurer's journey. Yeah, she's a wild magic sorcerer, and she's working hard to control that magic. But we're if one were to equate a number to her skill, it would be like 2.
Oh.
But I believe in her. She should be here soon. What about you? You have 2 minutes.
My master, I don't really know exactly what he does. He has like a bow and arrow. I kind of follow behind him all the time. I don't really do a lot unless he asks. I'm usually asleep. So yeah, he shoots bows and arrows. He doesn't shoot the bows. He shoots the arrows from the bows.
Oh.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And he likes to be in trees, just like me.
Oh.
But I take naps there, and he shoots things from there.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
That sounds lovely. Okay. And what about you? You have so many arms.
I know. It's really fun. I could kind of slurp up onto things, and then I could slurp back down onto them.
I've never heard slurp used in that way as a verb.
That's how I
so
move.
cool.
Slurp, 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 right? And you see Richard kind of like go over to Ava and kind of just attach himself to Ava.
Oh.
You gotta ask permission for that first.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Can I slurp on you?
Yikes!
By all means. I've always wanted to know what slurping feels like.
It's just a really big hug, really. That's all. Anyway, my charge, my charge is a really big guy.
Uh-huh.
Some people call him, T. He has this big glove that's got all these gems on it. And he seems to
That's
have...
an interesting piece of...
Is he some kind of artificer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But he also can really hit people.
That's
Wow.
He's really good at fighting, and sometimes he just disappears in a green mist, and then sometimes he also is really powerful with this purple stuff.
I'm guessing for a while, though, he sat around and did nothing, right?
He kind of did.
Like, for a long time, and
for a
then
long
finally
time.
decided to do it
Then he had a
himself.
whole lot of big problems with his daughter, and
Oh.
Can I ask what color is he?
he's like a lighter purple than I am. He's got a
Oh.
really weird face, and it's got like a butt chin, and a weird bunch of lines up here.
I love a butt chin.
Yeah, don't we all? He's like a butt chin.
Shadow, do you like a butt chin?
I do love a butt chin.
Oh.
They're really cool to look at.
God, I forgot that's what you sound like.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's why
Back to normal. This feels great.
Oh, did the Fey mimosas, did they get you?
They did. I wasn't ready.
I really hoped you would keep doing that other voice. It was funny.
You know, I could try, but
No, it's okay. Just be...
Oh boy.
No.
no, I don't think I like it. It's not where my voice really
It's
sits.
weird now.
Yeah. I think
It's
I might
weird.
have another sip though.
It's weird that you like...
Roll a D100.
28.
28.
Are you being heard?
Yeah. Can you move your mic?
Oh, did I?
Are you the new Will?
No.
Oh no.
And we're getting used to it. Go. Just.
I don't know where I moved, but
You leaned forward.
Yeah, if you lean forward, it's not being heard. Well, don't do it now.
He's just leaning forward because he's so in his character.
Go there, and now lean forward.
hello.
Great. Okay.
Cool.
I have a question, Shadow. Do you partake in the smoking of anything?
I do.
You just sound like you do.
I do.
Yeah?
Shadows.
Oh. Oh, that's mysterious and
Yeah.
cool.
It's pretty cool, right?
Oh, it's been a while since I've had a shadow spliff.
Oh man, they're the
Rach-
best.
Rachel D&D redeemed Show Us the Puppy.
Show us the puppy.
Which I assume that's what this means.
Yes. The Ava,
I'm sorry, Ava.
the one and only. She's like, please let me go.
Put her down.
All right. Well, as you are all conversing and getting to know one another and enjoying the delicious food and the Fey wine or the Fey mimosas, you see that there is a small little stage set up on one end of the table, towards like the end of the table, and it's wooden. It kind of looks like, maybe Puck themselves probably recited a few poetry verses on this little stage. The familiars are very proud of this stage. And you see a sentient whisk walk up on stage. This is the president of the Familiars Union. Yes.
Could you define the word whisk?
Whisk.
Whisk.
A sentient whisk.
Thank you. We're good now.
I'm glad we cleared that up. For those just listening, I made a stirring motion and said whisk twice.
Whisk, whisk.
Capito.
This is the president of the Familiars Union. You know them just as the chairman. That's why people either call them the chairman or the president, because that is the only name you have ever known. Their mouth and eyes You don't know where they are, but somehow you hear this beautiful voice ring out across the glade. Friends, Fey, familiars. It is with great snickerdoodling honor that I welcome you to our once a century familiars brunch. A time. Yes, please, please. Hope for applause, hope for applause. A time for us all to come together and appreciate the great partnership that is a familiar and their charge. Bummerifically, we have hit a snag in our festive agenda.
Bonerifically?
Bummerifically.
I heard bonerifically, but continue.
Some of us need to clear out our ears.
I don't know if they have ears. Do you have ears? You don't have a butthole. What were you saying?
I have
There's
a
something
butthole.
wrong?
Hold on, I gotta figure out the anatomy.
Get out.
It seems we have hit a snag in our festive agenda. It seems the gateway to all other places has been sealed off with the master key.
Dun, dun,
We have no way to reach our splendiferous wizards, our fabtastic wangos, our our extaculo druids, etc., etc., etc.
Etc.
And you have no way to reach them. While you have all come to this brunch to festivitate, I must call upon you to help us locate the master key. This fate of the world and all other worlds depends on you. For a hero cannot hero without a familiar by their side.
True words
I've never.
have never been spoken.
And the whisk pauses.
That was beautiful, Chairman.
Thank you.
Nice work, Mr. Whisker.
That was really great.
Nice work, Whisker.
Oh, I've always liked your joshing. Now, if you have questions, feel free to come and speak to me. If you know any rumors or the whereabouts of said master key, please come forward. I am counting on you to save the universe.
Your dungeon master. Do I know anything about a master key?
What can I have you roll?
Does that ring any bells?
Let me have you roll clever for me.
That's a 5.
A 5, okay. You remember hearing a rumor as you were walking in to this party.
Sideways.
You were walking in sideways to this party that someone had heard that the master key had been taken across what's known as the chasm.
Shadow. I'd be hearing tell. We scurry over to talk in quiet.
Oh, where are you guys going?
Oh, come here.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, do it any other way than
Silently, please.
that. Oh God.
Actually, we'll come to you.
Just rip off the back. there.
You guys made me ink.
Oh god. Does that mean you shat?
Yeah, wait. Did you shit? Did you burp? Did you fart?
What's
Kind
going
of
on?
everything. And you look down, and eyes are very red, and just pink ink.
Oh, pink.
Oh, why gotta be
Pink?
pink? Like
One might call
Pepto?
it paint. Oh,
Pepto-Bismol?
pink ink is just pink.
Yeah,
Like green ink is gink. Pink ink is pink.
yeah.
Kangaroo ink is king.
Red ink is rank.
We could do this all day. Blue ink is pink.
I love the color kangaroo.
Kangaroo ink is king.
Kangaroo's my favorite color.
Let me tell you, Dr. Elaine. Elaine, kangaroo's my favorite color.
Find me a kangaroo top.
I don't mean to disturb you guys, Ava says, because
Oh,
I know I'm playing.
Jesus.
I'm voicing a lot of people. What are we whispering about?
So,
It's my ink. Oh, sorry. go
I
ahead.
heard a rumor
Uh-huh.
about this key. I didn't say master when at the time, but it did sound of importance talking about the key. So, I think it's over the chasm. Or chasm.
Wow, you have a way with words.
I have one way.
Or another.
I mean, you know, I did hear a rumor about that the teddy bears were getting a little antsy and were thinking of a way to make a move.
What kind
And that's past the chasm or chasm.
Those fucks.
those fucks.
You guys know the teddy bears too?
Also, do
What do
we
you
have
mean
to...
too? You know 'em?
I know everybody.
What?
Who do you think my charger is? Charge?
Charge.
My charge is. He kind of knows everybody.
Yeah, then why did we introduce ourselves to you at the beginning?
Do we...
Roll me clever.
Clever? Okay. That is the thing I'm good at. And, oh yeah.
Am I rolling just a d10?
Yep, just a d10, and you will have a modifier next to your little octopus stats. I can tell you have a +3 for clever.
I do. That's 12.
Wow.
No,
Oh,
that's 11. Sorry, I did math wrong.
Wow, incredible. Okay. You remember because your charge is fantasy fucking Thanos.
He's not that.
Sorry.
He's T.
T. Sorry,
Mr. T.
Mr. T.
He's Mr. T.
But purple.
The fantasy
with a weird
purple giant.
With
Yo, what if Mr. T was
Thanos.
played Thanos? I honestly.
That'd be honestly iconic.
Better.
Honestly, here we are.
I'd watch it.
Honestly, yeah. It might be lit.
L Hunter said, "Are you sure the Devil's Lettuce has nothing to do with this stream?"
Hey, can neither
Hey.
confirm nor deny.
Hey,
It came of the earth. What of it?
I came of the earth.
I came in here.
And we shall go back to the earth.
you ever come in the earth?
Stop. Straight to jail.
Woody's not even here.
to jail!
Woody's not even here.
Clearly, you're taking that job.
I know, why?
Somebody had to.
Someone.
Okay, Richard, Witchode,
Dates
you remember from your travels with T
with T.
that there is
Tethos.
that recently in the land of the Eldritch Teddy Bears,
And the who?
The land of the Eldritch teddy
the
bear.
land of the Eldritch
Teletubbies.
Teddy
I thought you
Bears,
said elvish teddy bears. Okay.
there has been unrest and murmurings of some kind of revolt or power plays on the courts of the FeyWild.
The Eldritch teddy bears, they seem to be doing some bad things.
Those LTBs. God damn it.
BLTs.
DLT.
Those BLTs are gonna get what's coming to them. I'll give them a 1-2.
Do we have to cross this chasm?
Oh, I mean, we have to cross the. Do you want to go? We could cross the chasm. It would be a little bit of a faff, but I mean, the chairman said that they're depending on us to save the universe. And if we know the most information, these other familiars aren't as good as you. I've heard the stories of all of you and all the adventures you've gone on.
You have?
Yeah, I've done some.
Yeah, I do my research.
My charger's done some stuff that I'm not super proud of.
Did he delete half the
I
universe?
don't have a stat to roll.
Insight.
Insight.
You could roll clever if you wanted.
Saving the world sounds like a lot of work.
I critted. Or no, I didn't. It's a D. I thought it was a D6.
What'd you say?
Strike that. Strike it from the record.
Reverse it.
8.
You believe Ava that she is a big fangirl of you all, and maybe she was lying when she said she didn't know anything about you because she just wanted to find a reason to talk to you all.
Yeah. Okay.
As I was saying, saving the world, the universe, sounds like a lot of work.
Well, isn't that what you do anyway? Isn't that what your adventurers do anyway?
Well, they do that. I kind of just watch.
Well, maybe our time is now. Maybe you could help me. Like, learn how to do this one adventure so that when I go back to my person, I can help them. Because they've never been on an adventure. Also, we can't get back to our people, and our people can't get back to us if we don't find this key.
No. That first reason's the only one that matters.
You're right.
Let's get you seasoned, young pup.
Okay.
We shove off!
Okay.
You get your crab claw stuck in something.
Ah, damn it!
Sideways walk.
Still fart.
Off to the chasm.
So you all leave the glade where the brunch has been taking place. Do you say anything to the chairman to let them know that you're going, or are you just peacing?
I'll go over and go.
We don't need to.
Never mind that one.
Let's show our results.
Results.
The results.
Yeah.
We'll tell the chairman when we get back with the key.
Gotcha.
You're pretty cool, Shadow.
I send a glance over to the chairman, and I give them a wink.
Good choice.
A kind of, we got this.
The chairman, who has no eyes,
Something passes between us, I feel it. Let's go.
the chairman who has no eyes just kind of does a little and then rotates a bit. Goes back.
She shook her tits at me. Either that or he's been working out. Or
Okay.
whisks be whisking, I don't know.
Wait. Before we
Chad
go-
wants to know if Crusty is still floating or farting. That has worn off.
Okay.
But unless you take some Fey
I was just gonna say,
mimosas
let's
for the
take some
road.
with us. Keep it fun.
Okay.
Okay, you empty your water skins, because who needs water in
Yeah.
the FeyWild?
Fuck it, it's brunch.
Hydrate or die straight. Here in the FeyWild, there's no
Time to
such
die.
thing as straight.
I don't know what straight means.
I literally cannot go straight.
Only sideways.
I don't have any holes.
You have multiple.
You have more than one.
Let's figure that out, shall we?
Yeah, you keep saying you're going to and you haven't.
Holes.
Not only do you have holes as your mouth, they have mouths.
Why didn't you say orifices
They
instead?
also
Look at that.
have blowholes with where
They
they,
have a
shoot their
beak?
ink out.
Yeah, the
Yes,
beak
they
thing
have
always
a little
freaked me
beak.
out about octopuses.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the anatomy of an octopus.
The suction cups in their tentacles might also have holes. And this voice might slowly turn into Doctor.
True facts about the
Here-
FeyWild
Oh
octopus.
my god. Here are true facts about the FeyWild.
About the FeyWild.
The crab is a crusty fellow with a large mandible-like claw.
Just one?
have a separate anal and oral opening.
Okay.
Is this a rules pit stop, but it's just a crab facts pit
But
stop or an octopus facts?
yes.
See, that's the bottom of an octopus.
Oh my god. We can't show that on Twitch. Put that away.
All that.
That's pornographic.
It's just the anatomy.
You know, some hentai lovers would really like that content.
Well, there
I'm
you
just
go.
upset that you wouldn't let us call you Dick Puss, okay?
That was never an option.
Let's go.
So you embark out of the glade, and as you leave, you pass through the trees, because this is very much like the Twilight Meadow, where it's completely surrounded by trees and it's perfectly circular or whatever.
Is it like music playing?
Yeah, wildflowers everywhere. So you step back into the trees. You hear somebody whisper, "Hold on tight, spider monkey." And you keep walking.
Yar takes me back.
Or I guess in Richard's perspective, you're slurping about. Yeah? You're slurping along the ground.
Ricardo, could you do that slurping a little more silently?
As you leave the glade behind, you enter what is known as Storybook Forest. Would somebody like to roll a clever to remember if they know anything about Storybook Forest?
Yes. Oh, I'm very good at
You know what? Everybody can roll.
Okay. I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 13.
Oh, wow.
I rolled the highest I could roll.
That's a 10, right?
A 0 is a 10, right?
How did you
Gentlemen,
roll
he's already
Oh, because you
I
have
have a
plus
plus
3.
3.
No, it's 11 for me.
5, 11, and 13.
13.
Okay. You have heard a bit about Storybook Forest. Basically, what you've heard is that don't really hang out there. It's kind of the equivalent of like the sketchy place to be. Because it is where storybook characters that are told by children who don't remember the story correctly end up. So they're twisted. They're
Yikes.
a little off, a little scary. And that is what you two remember, is that is the specifics. You just remember probably not the best place to walk through at night. And it's always night in Storybook Forest.
I mean, it's
Because
basically
that's when
always
children tell the best scary tales.
You're right. The
Yeah.
shadows are where I live.
twilight.
Children are scary.
I haven't been a child in 300 years.
I don't
It's been
live.
quite a while
I
for
don't
me.
live in the shadows. I live on my master's shoulder and or a pool.
Did I ever tell you why my master named me Shadow?
Cause you're. in the
Because I'm
shadows.
black? No.
Come on.
It's not because I'm black.
I didn't say that.
Well, you paused for a second, so I assume
didn't
that's where you were
say
going.
That.
My fur does, in fact, have a black
didn't
hue,
say
but
that.
That's rude!
I
but
didn't say that.
it's because I live in my master's shadow.
To be fair, earlier, Ava, you did straight up ask Richard over here the color of their
Their
charge.
ink. Yeah, that is true.
No, of their charge.
Well,
Oh, I just asked
yeah,
because
purple.
everyone's a different color, you know? Like, you have purple, you have pink, you have yellow. It's kind of cool. I need to imagine them fully.
It's true. I was just pointing it out.
My charge is green. so-
We're all fucked. My charge is a little bit of a light. Oh. He's a man that is. I thought we were talking about semen. Let's go!
No, that's discharge.
My.
You're right.
What?
We're talking about depth charge, not
You
discharge.
talk about? I don't. Gosh, it's all one
That's-
thing for me.
What? No, it's not.
How do you know? Why are all our one shots extremely sexual?
I'm well versed in the octopus anatomy.
Why?
Ask no questions.
Wait, what? Why?
I said ask no questions.
But I have a question. Why do you know my anatomy better than I do?
I'll show you later.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
I'm not
Wow. So this is what the, like, seasoned adventurers do, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of banter.
You
Lot
know,
of fun
I've heard about this on a place called Earth. They have these things called the Olympics, and apparently, like, where all the Olympians hang out, it's just like this.
Yeah.
Lots of flirting.
Real.
Yeah.
Highly skilled people who just flirt and do other things, like hold hands.
I've held hands with my master. Or
Except-
my charge.
Wow, that sounds like a conflict of interest. But I'm proud of you for understanding your work-life balance and some boundaries.
Why is that a conflict of interest?
You're holding hands?
I tuck around one of his thumbs. They're really big.
You're the one who said it was getting sexual too.
I'm sorry. I just made an octopus and I made my charge Thanos.
Hey, he wants to suck on his big thumb, he can, okay?
I didn't say that.
You said exactly.
Is it the gloved hand or the ungloved hand?
It's the ungloved one. The gloved one he doesn't let me get towards. He says, have made my charge Michael Jackson.
Okay.
If Thanos was played by Michael Jackson.
That would be
Thanos.
wild.
Oh, Jesus.
He'd be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna take away the universe.
Iron Man, you out.
Can you?
Fine. I'll do it myself.
I'll do it myself.
I'm inevitable."
Oh, actually, I could really see him saying that.
I'm inevitable, honey.
What's the thing he says when he gets hit? He goes, you should have aimed for my head.
Do you know that I went and saw Michael Jackson during summer break? I went and saw the musical,
I
Michael
thought you
Jackson.
meant the Michael.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, imagine
Holy shit.
No, he is still alive, you guys.
Whoa.
He's with Tupac
Yeah,
and King Arthur.
exactly.
Yeah. And the whole time I was watching this musical, which was very enjoyable, not much of a storyline, but it's a great concert. The whole time I'm watching it, I'm thinking about our motherfucking TikTok. It's just playing over and over in my head, and I felt like an insane person because I kept thinking about all of your impressions.
That's the thing, though. Now that whenever Michael Jackson comes up in conversation, the first thing that does pop into my head is the TikTok that we have.
All right, back on the rails. SEAL Team 6.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Oh!
I looked up. Oh,
Did you read the? So Meerkat in the chat says, "Hey, what does Ember, Thanos, and Michael Jackson have in common?
They're all dead.
They're all dead."
Oh my god.
That's a banger.
That's
I mean,
an outstanding.
Technically, Ember's not dead.
When technically Michael Jackson isn't dead either.
Yeah.
And technically Thanos
Can be taken from another universe and brought back.
So really, we poked a lot of holes in your comment. But we appreciate
Nerds.
it.
Okay.
That's true.
So
Like multiverse minds, it's like there's so whatever.
in Storybook Forest, as you're slurping your way through, the trees grow upside down. Their gnarled roots kind of claw at the sky, and they cast this eerie, multicolored glow. You know when you go to a graveyard during Halloween and they've got all the weird LEDs that are in kind of upsetting colors? That's essentially what's happening here. The air is thick with this unsettling sweetness. Like maybe there is some real creepy gingerbread house just a few trees away. And you are moving through this forest. Do you want to do this quickly or do you want to do this sneakily?
I think we should do this sneakily.
I'll take.
Unless
I'll take your lead.
we're in a rush.
Let's do it sneakily.
Let's do it sneakily.
I know. I'm not that good at snaking though.
How big are you?
Like that big.
Okay. Get on my
I feel
back.
like we're all on comparable size.
Not very sly.
Get on my back.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Who's that?
It really is like the Olympic Village in here.
A little bit.
I didn't. Wait. I got an idea. I have this thing that my master gave me. It's called Mist.
Yes, we've heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys have heard of it?
We've been doing this a while.
Okay. Well, I could fill an area with creepy, obscuring fog for a while, and we can walk through it.
Oh, that's what you meant. Didn't realize.
Oh,
Was that sarcasm?
it was.
It
Okay.
was.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
And I cast Mist.
You won't.
You cast Mist. Okay. Are you casting it kind of in front of you so that you can walk into it and be obscured?
Yes, I am.
Great. Roll me, everyone. Sly with advantage.
Alright.
And I'll roll for Ava.
You're all good.
I rolled another 10.
God fucking damn it!
You got 10?
Yeah, then I plus 12.
I think
Well-
you. I think you are. I think you're. I think you've got something on your special.
9.
9?
11.
11. Ava rolled a 6. Okay.
Today of all days.
So, with that, you move through the section of the forest with the misty cloud. The misty cloud reflects all those creepy, unsettling lights, so it looks like you're at a rave.
Hell yeah.
But you're about, I would say, like 50 feet from the edge of the forest, and then you can kind of see another clearing that looks like there's then just like a drop off at the end. The drop off.
The great chasm.
So we're making it through the story woods.
Roll me another sly. This one not with advantage because you've made it out of the mist cloud.
It was good, Ricky. That was good. Oh, we rolled low.
10?
I rolled a 10, which is a 13.
Okay.
6, 7, 8.
8.
3.
Oh.
What did Ava roll?
I didn't roll for Ava. Let me roll for Ava. Oh, Ava rolled pretty well. Unfortunately, Crusty,
Yeah.
I would need you to take on a point of stress. What you do is you're crabbing your way sideways, as quiet as can be, with just nary a yar, except for maybe a tiny one under your breath.
Nary a yard.
Yeah.
And then and as you're
It's when he has a good thought to himself.
yeah. And as you are wont to do when you walk, you do the little pincers. And for a split second, as you're having one of those great thoughts, and you go, yar, a stick gets in your pincers and goes, snap. And then from the forest, you hear, I'm sleepy.
Oh God!
What is that?
Oh no!
No.
Who is here in our forest?
We gotta run.
Let's go.
Why are we running? Wait, who are they?
Do you not hear that?
Yeah, they sound
Does
a
that
little.
not sound creepy?
They're wondering why they're.
It's the 7 deadly dwarves.
This is an unsafe place. It's probably not good to
I don't
investigate.
know. I
It
don't
isn't,
know.
because
If,
that would be hilarious.
I don't know if that's. I don't always run from things. It's more of a situation where I let T deal with it.
But he's not here.
Oh.
What do we do? Do we run?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we should.
I'm going to make you into stew.
Yeah, we absolutely should.
Yeah,
run.
we should run.
Let's
We
go.
should really run.
Let's go.
That doesn't sound good.
Let's get
That
the hell
sounds
out
like
of
we're
here.
gonna be made into stew. I don't know about you all.
I love to eat familiars. I can smell their meat.
I don't like this at all.
So are you running?
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna run, especially when you say that you could smell our meat.
Don't run too far.
All right.
I'm slow.
I'm actually pretty slow too.
As you take off through the forest, not trying to be sneaky anymore, feel free to describe it in whatever way how you're trying to get away, but I need you all to roll quick. And if you describe it in a way that pleases the DM, the Dungeon Xaddy, I may give you advantage.
Well, can we? I would say I'm still on. Shadow's back.
On my back.
And so we're kind of connected, and I think maybe I give what would give you drag?
Queen.
Your flaps.
Flaps.
A wig, some makeup.
If you spin your
If I spin my
if
propeller,
you spin your
I go down to
legs
his,
like a propeller,
I go down to his tail and I kind of spin myself a bunch and give him a propeller.
and as I run, I'm gonna pick up Crusty
No,
in my
I got
mouth.
it. I got it myself.
Don't worry about
no,
it. You're too
no,
slow.
No,
Okay.
Crusty, if you want to hold on to me.
I got it.
Okay.
Crusty,
I love the
none of us-
independence.
None of us are quick.
I haven't done this since my younger years.
Okay, you two roll with advantage because I love the octopus as a fan, like you're a boat.
So Crusty is going to, instead of walking sideways, he starts like using his legs and his
Thank you for advantage.
pincers to
Holy
like
cow.
squares off forward and like gallops. You like, and like every once in a while will like roll over to like keep going, but he's like fucking King Konging it essentially.
I would like you to roll one quick for me, but then also roll a fierce for me, because that's terrifying.
First one's quick.
Let's see if you can scare the scary.
Natural
boys.
10.
I also rolled a natural 10.
Natural 10.
I rolled a
Okay. And then what'd you roll for your fierce?
Did you roll twice?
Yeah, I rolled a 7 and a 1, so thank God.
Roll high.
Good.
9.
9. Okay. So, what is your number, and then we'll resolve this.
I got a 7.
7?
11.
11. Okay. Roll for Ava. Ooh. Okay, so you are so terrifying. Even in the FeyWild, people don't see crabs move like this often. And it is such a sight to behold that you hear what you would assume of the 7 deadly dwarves is Dopey go,
Holy crap, what is that?
and you hear him kind of stumble and stop because he's so alarmed by whatever the hell is going on.
There's a little bit of foam coming out of my mouth.
I don't think we want to touch that one. It looks diseased.
This is just an excuse for me to use all my scary voices.
Yeah,
It's working.
That's great.
Great. Your run is good. You two. Shadow. You hook on Richard to essentially your ass. And Richard, you start spinning so hard that you might puke. And Shadow, it's like, it's a propulsion you have never experienced before in your life. You feel alive in a way you haven't ever before. And you are able to clear the rest of the woods and make it to the edge of the forest, and where there's a bit of a clearing and then a drop off to the chasm or the chasm, and you are right behind them. And then Ava's trailing behind. She got scaled.
Ava, no.
But she's just behind Crusty. But she did take a point of stress.
Wait, we can get rid of people's stress by how?
So, in this game system, if you have what's called a break, so you get stress points.
How many stress points can we have?
You can
Does it say?
accumulate several, I think. I'm going to say you can accumulate several. But then, if you have 2 stress points and you roll to do something, and you roll a 2 or a 1, then you break. And it is up to your companions to calm you down. Otherwise, you have to exhibit the traits that are on your character sheet.
Oh.
And you forget all about the mission. And if your companions cannot help you, you poof out of the FeyWild.
Shit.
And right now, all the doors to all the other planes are closed, so who knows where you would poof.
go. Yeah, whoa. To
Could
some
be.
weird liminal space.
Yeah. Don't want to find out.
It's not so bad.
Just right, that's it.
Not so bad out here.
Okay. As you all clear the forest, the screams of the 7 deadly dwarves fade because of the most terrifying tiny crab that they saw. The rabid crab.
Rabid crab.
It's like a little bit of like white foam coming out.
And before we solve the puzzle of the chasm or the chasm, we are going to go to a quick break.
A quick break.
Yes.
Quick.
We do have a break intermission video. It is our old intermission video, so enjoy it while it lasts, because it will be updated here in the future. But we will be back in about 16-ish minutes, so grab a drink, grab a snack, do a spinal roll to really wake yourselves up, and we will be back to finish off what has been a delightfully chaotic one-shot adventure and my first time DMing.
Yay! Oh. Yay!
Okay, we'll see you soon. I gotta pee.
Bye!
Bye!
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bards of New York, the live, chaotic, beautiful mess that we all know and love, where we usually, at one point, will play D&D together. We'll be starting to play D&D at some point soon, and then probably stop, then start again, and then stop, and then giggle, and I'll fart a bunch, and then we'll have a good time.
Why even do the stream?
You're hitting the nail too hard on the head, man.
Come for the D&D, but stay for the absolute chaos that is Bards of New York. I love you.
I've makeshifted or found a leather glove. And
Michael Jackson.
shut up.
Power hee.
Instead of Misty Step, it's Moonwalk.
No attacks of opportunity.
Can Eldritch Blast be cast exclusively by hitting that?
When you catch shielding yourself, it's not a shield. You just kind of lean over like this much.
Also, there's the whole aspect of that miasma.
Do you have an inhaler for that?
Yeah, do you have a problem?
Oh, you beat me to it by just 1 second. I mean, I used to, as a child, had some asthma, but I've grown out of it since. Miasma.
Yar.
Fuck you.
Ah, pirate ventilator then.
Made out of wood. Ah.
I lost my albuterol a long time ago. I keep a rescue inhaler in my hook. Ah, 'tis less effective than me old steroid inhaler.
can't do a New York accent.
Just try your best. Come on. You
Somebody,
live here.
you know,
Say bagels and schmear.
bagels and schmear. You know, somebody.
I didn't realise there was a New York over there.
Not mine, from Old York, yeah?
Say, hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here. All right, you know, I'm just.
It's
you
so
know,
immediate. It's immediately back.
I'm having all kinds of trouble, and
Now you sound like a British person trying to do an American accent.
Yeah, like, you're like, oh,
I
How
can't.
dare you?
What do you want to do with my crew?
Have a lot of benefits but zero work? What do you even do?
We got somebody who does a lot of fart noises. We got somebody who likes to, you know, steal babies. And it's kind of in between those two things.
Really? That's the range.
Really, that's the range.
Hey!
I think a creative coordinator, a creative director position would be really great because Jesus Christ, that's horrific.
You're beautiful and capable of great things, like murder. Don't do that though, unless it's completely necessary. Anyway, bye.
It's always been you.
To me, you have always been the brightest star. And the most powerful star.
I kiss her.
That's where we're gonna end.
Thank you so much for watching Bards of New York. Like to tune in next week. We'll see what the fuck happens.
There's a couple that are harvest flavored. They say it's more of a savory sweet almost. Like it has a very almost like umami sort of sense to it. And it's
Umami.
Y'all.
Excellent work.
Y'all.
Excellent work. It was ubiquitous and it made me upset. I just wanted to buy pastries.
Pentagonal. Pentagonal.
You'll be
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Pentagonal. Pentagonal.
Diagonally.
Somebody called the Pentagon.
Pentagonally. Pentagonally.
Fuck out of here.
Pantigony.
By Aeschylus.
Woody, do you smell burning toast?
Always.
Pentagonal.
Pentagussie?
Penta-D's.
So feeble.
Guys, let's stop being so mean to Woody.
Wait, no, wait, if I may support you.
It was a really valiant attempt.
How many sides does that thing have? Say that again.
Pentagonal?
Gaggle on these nuts.
So, the mechanic where you make choices as your character that then affects the world at large. To me, there's no better version of that than D&D, where not only do you get to escape to a world and make choices within it as a character entirely your own, that then your own choices are a catalyst for an evolution of the world that evolves with you, but you get to do that with other people. So it's not just a pre-thought out, I'm going to make these choices to make these things happen. It's a group of people all that you can have banter with and laugh with, but at the end of the day, you are exploring a world for the first time together as a group, making these little chaotic decisions which bloom across the world, causing it to change with you and grow with you as your characters level up and grow. What brings me back to D&D over and over and over again is like assisting in the growth and the blossoming of a world that will be cultivated by accident through a ragtag group of adventurers' actions.
Here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to a familiar problem.
Can I just say that the way you say that sounds like you have hemorrhoids?
I've got hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids.
Have
Actually-
you ever had hemorrhoids?
I can't sit with you. I have hemorrhoids. That would be a one shot where you can only use vines to talk to each other, to communicate.
Write out a little cute.
Yeah, I'd have to write them down.
It's like Bumblebee, but you know.
Without the radio, it's
Yeah.
just vines.
Or we're just all Kenku. That just love Vine.
Free Shavakadu. What would you use that for?
You gotta use it in the moment.
In the moment, on the day.
I guess,
Do it
yeah,
live.
it would be it.
This is how you initiate combat. Murder! Judas!
Well, everyone, thank you very much for coming back with us, sticking around with us. I hope you enjoyed the halftime show. It will get a cute little update here in a couple weeks. So watch it fondly, but hold your beautiful halftime shows loosely, I guess. Like, hold your theories loosely? I don't know. Ignore me. Ignore me.
But also, like, actively don't, because she's the DM. So.
Last we left off with our lovely familiars, Richard, Shadow, Crusty, and Ava. We had just escaped the storybook forest, where the 7 deadly dwarves seemed to reside in.
That is what it was.
That is what it was.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
Also, Miss Muffet was there somewhere, but you guys rolled too high.
Oh, no.
And her spider. And because of Krusty's terrifying movement choice, we scared away the 7
call it
deadly
the
dwarves.
crab roll.
Nice.
Or the crowl.
The crawl.
No, the crab roll.
I like the crow though. Shit, sorry. I like the crow. No, different voice. I like the crow though.
Shit.
Okay.
Honestly, I just respect the commitment to one voice this session.
I know, I'm really trying.
It's great.
You're doing great.
So, our lovely familiars who are trying to unlock the doorways to other planes of existence because they have seemingly been locked by a mysterious entity with the Master Key. And they've heard a rumor that the Master Key lies in the land of the Eldritch Teddy Bears. And they are currently adventuring to said land of the Eldritch Teddy Bears. You are now at the chasm. Chasm? Big fucking hole. There's no other way to say it. It's a long way down. But it is, if you were on a motorcycle, a la Evel Knievel style, and you had a ramp, you could make it over that way, probably. Evel Knievel didn't when he jumped the Snake River Gorge.
Did he die?
No, but he got hurt. Or there are some pretty tall upside down trees that you could maybe try and finagle. But this challenge is up to you and your creative minds to solve.
Now-
Entertain me.
Oh, so hey guys.
Yes.
I have something. I know back there I used some mist. Do you guys have magic?
Some.
A little bit. I have something that I can, and I don't know what it will do. I've never done before, but I can just like put a hole in the ground.
I can do that too.
Can you do that?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but there's already a hole.
Right, but maybe what if we try and figure out where this one, our hole goes?
What?
It's just a hole.
Yeah, but no.
You think it goes somewhere?
I would think so.
I've never tried it.
It says. Oh, it doesn't say. It just says summon. I can summon a hole.
Yeah.
It says only a foot or so across.
Mind you.
I can use.
You guys have the same notebook I do.
Yeah.
We're familiars, aren't we?
That's true. We
It
all
comes
got
in-
the.
union, like, orientation day, you all get the same
Right.
notebook.
Okay.
Hey, if you cast it while you're upside down, maybe you can make the hole Smaller.
Well, have you guys ever casted this before?
No.
Well, then how we know it's not like a hole to something else?
Wait, we need to go over there, not something else.
Yeah, but maybe that other place is there.
Why would it be there?
Who knows? We don't know until we try.
Do you understand the concept
Of a hole?
of statistics?
What are statistics?
I can summon a horse.
I can also summon a horse.
Wait, hold on. Where's that? It's under the hole. I didn't see it till now. That's damn.
Oh, if I summon a horse and we ride it halfway across, and then you summon a horse.
Can the horse float?
No.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Can I? Wait, hold on. DM, would I be able to stick to the side of the hole? The chasm?
Just stick to the side of the chasm or stick to the side of a hole you would create?
Well, let's start with the chasm.
I would have you roll a fierce check to see how fiercely your little suckers can hold on to the chasm.
And they suck well.
I don't have a suck check, otherwise I'd have you roll that.
T
Gotta
knows.
have different names.
T knows. T knows that I can suck well. Okay.
Somebody clip it.
I didn't finish the sentence though,
Me neither.
so I don't feel that bad about it.
What's wrong with sucking, Dan?
There's nothing wrong with sucking. You're right, Kyle.
Yeah. Go suck, everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Rochard, Slurp, you have a mode of inspiration.
Who's Rochard? Oh, me.
Yep.
Now, what's a mode of inspiration in this? A D6 still?
Let's do a D4 since we're
Okay.
using a D10.
It really is called the sucker.
Nice.
I'm not wrong.
No, you're not.
There we go. D4. Oh, I got a 4.
It's called the sucker.
Okay.
So what are we doing? Are we still planning?
Oh.
Remember, there are really tall
Infinite
upside down
Diddle.
trees. Some vines hanging off of things.
How about this? What if we try the hole? What if we try the hole?
My God, just make a hole. Fine, go.
Okay,
Make a fucking hole.
I'm gonna summon a hole.
Remember, once you use a spell, you cannot use it again.
I know.
Might as well blow your load
We're only
here.
playing one. Okay, well, I gotta use my 6.
I do remember saying, blow your load.
I've already blown my load twice.
Okay, you want to cast a hole? Where would you like to cast this hole?
Can I just cast it? Will it stay afoot? Can I cast it in the chasm?
What?
Why would you do that?
See what happens.
How'd you get into it?
You have one shot.
Okay, no. Yeah.
It's already a hair-brained
right in
scheme.
front of me on the ground.
On the ground?
Jesus.
Somewhere else? Can I cast it on Shadow?
Why are you testing it on me?
You're gonna
I don't know.
murder
The hole,
somebody?
the floor. I'll cast it in front of me on the ground.
Okay.
Okay.
You cast it, and the ground dents in, and there's now a hole that you could climb into if you'd like.
But it's not like an ethereal hole. There's not like darkness inside of it.
It's a little dark.
Okay, I'll jump in the hole.
Okay, roll me
Quick, bury
a
him.
slide check.
A fly check?
Yep.
Oof. A 3.
Ooh. You're gonna take a point of stress. And you two look down the hole and you can still kind of see Richard's head, but you can't see his little leggies.
Ricardo, you haven't gone anywhere.
What? Oh. Guys, I'm feeling really overwhelmed right now.
Now,
Get out of the hole.
Richard, roll me
Richard?
a clever check.
Okay. What for? Can I ask? Or am I not allowed to ask?
No,
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Here we go. Channel drill. Damn it. 7.
You remember from your time in the material plane that some people will dig holes in the ground and then put fabric, animal skin over said holes really tightly, and then you can jump on it.
All right, so we summon the horse.
Hey, guys.
We skin the horse.
Oh gosh.
That's
Hold
pretty
on.
scary, man.
Hold on. I slipped my way. Hey guys. Okay. Thought. Does anyone have any hide or skin? Can we skin? Oh no. Can we skin? No. Crabs don't have skin. I don't want to skin you, Shadow.
What?
What are you thinking about
You shouldn't
skinning
skin
us
me.
for?
Well, I don't know. We're the closest thing.
I think we're gonna have to summon a
Ava,
horse.
do you have any skin on you?
I didn't even
Not
say
your
Ava.
physical
I didn't
skin.
do that.
Do you
That
have
was
any
you.
other animal skins?
That was you. Yeah. Do you have any orifices?
I'm asking Ava
Are
for
any
help.
animals
What are you
nearby?
asking about
DM?
Ava's orifices for?
You said orifice.
I said skin.
You said, do you have any orifices?
I did not say that at all.
That might have been what I said.
You did.
Okay.
Crusty, roll me a what is it to look at things? Let's see. Roll me a clever check.
5.
Okay.
Not doing great.
You look up in the trees and you see pretty thick moss hanging off of the trunks and the limbs.
Okay.
Could be magic moss.
Could be.
You don't know.
You wanna
On the
get high,
trees, there's
guys?
moss and vines and
We
whatnot.
can, instead of using hide, we could try to use organic material from the trees.
Yes. That's a good idea.
I start cutting down stuff from the tree with my claws.
So I think this hole was a pretty good idea, right?
Nope.
Oh.
I don't think any idea is a bad idea, right? That's
Nope.
what they taught us in orientation,
Oh.
right?
True.
I had my own orientation.
I have an idea. Additionally,
Do you believe in good ideas?
I have.
Do I have good ideas?
Do you believe?
Do I believe in good ideas? I believe in ideas that can be more functional than others, but I don't think at the end of the day, you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, and some of it sticks and some of it doesn't, but at least you threw it.
Do you believe in the power of love?
Yeah, I'm a dog. Everybody who looks at me experiences love at first sight.
It's true.
That's so true.
I have it. Never mind.
I have an additional idea to add on to this so-called trampoline.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of wizard digits?
I'm sorry?
Wizard. I have a little bit of telekinesis.
Dan goes, what?
Oh, you do?
Yes. So as we jump, if you're not quite making it over the chasm, I give you that extra little push.
Wait, are we sure that this hole that I made, and this skin that we put on top of it is gonna be a big enough bounce to get us across the hole?
Which is why I'm saying, if we don't make it across, I have the little telekinesis. No. We could also try and make a slingshot.
Well, how would we do that? That seems pretty practical.
No, I like that idea. I mean, there's trees and there's the moss, and the moss is a little springy, and we could try that too. Ooh, what if we do the slingshot and the trampoline? So you do and you go, and the slingshot propels you, and then at the last second you bounce off the trampoline and whoa!
That's an incredible idea.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Big brain. Big brain.
We're all gonna die.
Rogan.
All right, we construct the Slingy Bounce 3000.
The Slingy Bounce 3000.
That's what it's called. Goddammit.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And you're all working together.
Good.
I would like. I would like Dan. Roll clever.
Yeah.
Or Richard, roll clever.
I'm gonna use my lovely.
Inspiration?
No, take your time.
Jesus.
Blessings from Halifax.
Lessons from Halifax.
Jesus, Dan.
And then I would like. I'd like Shadow to roll quick. And Crusty roll fierce.
I also had an inspiration at one point from my lovely darling wife.
Can you say it correctly?
Lovely darling
Thank you very much. Now you can have the inspiration.
Thank you.
You said fierce?
Yes. Oh no, you're rolling quick.
I'm rolling quick, so okay.
I rolled a 14.
Wow.
I know.
That inspiration was inspiring.
Yeah.
As it should be.
As it should be. Thank you. Who gave me that?
10.
Wow.
With my inspiration, I also got a good bout of inspiring, and it brought me to a dirty 10, which comes out to 12.
Wow.
Damn.
Great rolls, because this is hard. Evil Knievel did not make it across.
Well, what is Ava doing?
Ava? So Ava in a
Providing moral
feat,
support.
Ava in a feat of acrobatics.
Huh?
Because she is nothing if not acrobatic. Is the one grabbing it with her little teefies and pulling the slingshot back, and then at the last second when it's her turn, she'll flip into it and go.
Jesus.
So,
That's incredible.
I would like, this is a successful dice rolling, but I would like each of you to describe how you soar across the chasm, how you launch yourself using the slingshot and the trampoline.
Can I go first? Okay.
Yeah, you seemed ready.
I'm in a ball, and then I feel the slingshot, and I keep going in the ball, and I jump on the thing, and then as I'm going across, I soar like a pencil, just the limbs all the way back, going, and then when I'm halfway there, out and float like a parachute down.
Like a flying squirrel.
Like a flying squirrel.
Excellent.
I go.
Wonderful. You land safely on the other side.
Yes.
Shadow walks up to the slingshot. He leans against it, puts his paws behind his head, crosses his legs, relaxes. Who's pulling the slingshot?
Ava. Right now, me and Ava.
Okay. He turns. He says, "I'm ready." He's flung. He flips in the air. Bounces all four legs, of course. Cats never touch any part of their other body other than their feet on the ground.
Is that true?
Absolutely.
The more you know.
He jumps on the trampoline. As he's flying, he turns to the side. Gives himself a little model pose there. And then, you know, absolutely. Mid flying, he's gonna pull out a flask of the
of the FeyWild.
He's taking a sip.
Okay.
mid-air.
Roll a d100 for me, baby.
It's gonna be a 12.
A 12.
What happens?
Daisies start growing in your hair. They can be plucked out, but will slowly grow back.
Oh.
This effect lasts for an hour.
Hell yeah. So he just in the middle of him flying over the chasm, just has flowers growing.
Took a sip, a swig from the flask, and then
flowers just flew. Incredible.
Outstanding.
Incredible. You land like the graceful cat you are, and a few petals fall off. But you look magnificent.
Wow, that was impressive, Shadow.
Thank you.
Crusty?
Yar.
Okay, Crusty. I believe in you. You're not the most aerodynamic, but you have the most grit I've ever seen out of any familiar. I've learned a lot from you. So hold on tight, but then let go as soon as I let go, because you need to fly.
You got it.
Crusty twists a little bit, legs and arms. Looks over to Ava.
Yeah. Go.
And as the slingshot starts, he like twists his body and cups his legs and claws
pincers,
into like the outer rim of his shell and leans forward so that he essentially becomes like a hockey puck, spinning, and it shoots and bounces off the trampoline and just like, and then midair expands to slow the fall, but not as gracefully and kind of like.
Shit. Can somebody flip me over?
Crusty, you're kind of like embedded in the ground.
I
Like,
come over and and I take 3 suction cups, and I go.
Oh God,
On
Shadow,
two
why
on-
didn't you do it?
2 on the claws and
See
1 on
that?
the chest,
Put
and
it
I
in
go.
my mouth.
And I go.
First time. Oh God, he's sucking me.
It wouldn't be the first time.
So Ava grabs the slingshot, pulls it taut, and then at the last second lets go and flips into it, and it launches her.
Be careful.
And she's going, and she rolls on her side and bounces off the trampoline and kicks off with her back legs, and she's soaring over the chasm. And as you look, she crosses the 2 suns that are in the sky. And after it clears your eyes, she comes back, and you almost see like a cape trailing behind her. And she looks like she could possibly just be flying. Just be flying over this chasm like the super dog she is.
Like the super dog she is.
And then she lands. And then just sits cutely, wagging her tail and looking at you all. We all made it.
Ava, you sure you never done this before?
That was very impressive.
No, I've never done this before. I
Good
just. Oh, thank you. It's because I'm learning so much from all of you.
You don't butter our biscuits. Let's go.
Did you say butter our biscuits?
Well, you did great, kid.
Oh,
Don't get
thank
cocky.
you. Biscuits like treats? Because I love a treat. Oh, do we have treats?
Do we have treats?
I've got everything.
Do I look like I carry
And I
Don't
kind of,
no.
I open up one of my tentacles, and you see just treats fall out.
What kind of treats?
Where was it?
And yeah, where was it?
What flavor?
Oh, raspberry.
Oh, I like a veggie and a fruit, so I'll take one.
Okay, and I kind of.
Once you get past the viscous film, it's actually quite nice.
I'm sorry about that. I can't help it.
Shadow, you do have a mote of inspiration or a blessing from Halifax from Rachel D&D 28 for being such a vibe.
Thank you up there.
Shadow, what happened to your fur?
Oh, I like flowers. I also took a sip of this stuff on the way.
Oh, the sauce. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what happened. Maybe it would have helped me fly over. I didn't think I needed it, but you know.
Can I have some?
Yeah, here.
Roll a D100. Shout out to Dreamy for this FeyWild chart.
What'd you get?
He's got the
99.
pitch voice.
99. Okay, baby. You speak with a squeaky, high-pitched accent for the next 10 minutes. So that will be until 8:28 p.m. in the evening.
Little behind the
10
scenes.
real human minutes.
All right, team, let's go.
You're Jade.
What?
It's the same effect that happened to me.
Wait,
First time.
have you said your name is Eugene? No.
No, you're just calling him Eugene.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
But you know what? I've been calling you Ricardo, so.
You've called me Ricardo.
I'm Crusty.
Sounds like
Oh,
Tony
crusty.
Alva.
Oh, you're crusty crab. Son of
Let's
Eugene.
go.
Okay,
Meow.
so you make your way down the path. The chasm kind of comes up on the other side, and so you're headed down this slope. And it's pretty barren, very kind of deserty vibes, but it's not hot. And then in front of you, you see this huge plateau come up. And if anybody's ever watched Game of Thrones, it's like when you're coming to the Eyrie. But for those who haven't, this plateau has a path going through it that you can walk. And up on it, you can see giant teddy bears looking down, brandishing weapons. You must pass through this path in order to reach the land of the eldritch teddy bears. How are you moving about this path?
Are they like statues? Oh, I'm sorry.
Are they statues? Are they real?
Roll a clever for me.
Okay.
3?
I rolled a 1.
Ooh. You're gonna take on another level of stress.
Fuck.
Oh no.
You can't tell. You can't tell if these are statues. They're really high up. So you
No, we need to be watching out.
We should.
There's things on attack.
They do look menacing.
Yes.
Maybe we should do this slyly.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think,
How are you moving about?
Ricardo? Should we be sly?
I'm always sly.
I'm gonna do it.
Wait, no.
Should we go about this slyly?
I'm clever.
I'm gonna do what you did earlier. I cast mist.
Well, my myth wasn't that funny.
You cast mist. So for a good portion of the way through this, you will have advantage on any sly checks you make as you sneak past these unknown beings at the top. So everybody roll sly for me with advantage.
So if I roll under a 2,
You fucked.
under 2 or a 2 also?
Also, it's
A
only
2
it's,
and a 1.
It's 2 points.
Got it.
It's 2 points.
You can continue to a mouse.
A mouse.
A
Oh,
mount.
but if you have any, and you roll under a 2.
No, if you have 1,
Right.
if you roll a 1, you break. If you have 2, if you roll a 2 or a 1, you break. If you have 3, 3, 2, 1. Does that make sense?
4, 2, 1,
Yes.
3, 2, 1, 5.
You're really close to reciting a warm-up exercise, and I don't
5,
need
4,
you
3,
to.
I'm doing sly.
Yeah. Oh, do I have a point? I do as well.
You already used it.
No, I have a point of exhaustion.
Oh, yes, you
Yes.
do.
Stress
Mhm.
point.
Yes, you
Shut
have
down.
1. Crusty has 2.
Dirty 10.
A dirty 10.
Yes.
Okay, good.
12.
12.
6.
Okay. You're gonna take another point of exhaustion.
I mean, the point of stress.
I said exhaustion. I apologize. That was Dan.
So you both have 2 points of exhaustion.
Stress.
Is it strength?
Sorry, stress. D&D? What?
Is it hard to understand me in this voice?
It's adorable.
It's great.
It's very
It's really my
You guys seem you think you're moving silently and slyly through this canyon. However, the next one you will roll with disadvantage. The next check. What are you doing to continue down the next half of this canyon?
I only got 1 mist.
I can only turn myself invisible.
I can only.
Shadow just goes, peace, bitches.
I can only
It's
conjure.
only if you don't move.
Wait, this says soak. Conjure a bucket of full water.
And also, yeah,
bucket
if you
not
don't-
included.
Just water.
Oh, it's just water.
You just like shoot some water.
It's just a bucket's amount of water.
But there's not a bucket.
Oh, we should maybe summon the horse and then just
Yeah, summon the horse.
charge the rest of the way through.
Or get on the horse and gallop.
Or the horse goes the other way. And it makes lots of ruckus. And we go stealthy.
That's not a bad idea.
Why don't we make the horse go towards them, and then we go around it while they're confused? Is that what you just said?
It's
There's-
one narrow path.
There's only
There's no-
forward and backwards.
But-
Use your eyes.
But
How many
they're
do you have? Yeah.
2. But aren't they gonna go by us if we send the horse backwards?
They're up there.
I'm confused.
Am I right? Dean?
I thought they're like in front of us.
No, they're above you. So
Okay.
the plateau goes up, but there's a path between it. Think like the Eyrie in Game of Thrones.
Got it.
Yeah, and they're
Or like that.
they're
that-
sentries.
That section
essentially.
of Finding Nemo when they have to go through like the. Just me?
No, I haven't watched Finding Nemo in like a decade.
Yeah, I watched Finding Nemo.
Nor have I.
Sorry,
Doesn't
we're
mean it's not
disappointing.
ingrained.
Shaped.
My
I
childhood.
am today.
Okay.
But then
Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Sometimes it's Finding Nemo.
Find Nemo's life.
Finding Nemo is the best.
Uh,
Fuck all of you.
okay. Well then, which one you can summon? You can both summon horses?
Yes.
Cool.
But we should keep a horse. You never know.
So I'll summon the horse.
And you summon. You don't summon.
If you want
You
to.
keep your horse.
Yeah, you keep your. Go ahead.
Wait, if we summon this horse, is this horse from our charge?
No.
If my charge was riding this horse.
No, don't think about it. Just
Okay.
do it.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna summon the horse.
Gonna summon a horse.
Okay, you summon a horse.
Summoning jutsu.
Now, this horse, you slap your paw, your widow paw, on the ground, and then as you bring the paw up, the horse seems to materialize out of the clay and the dirt and rise, and it's a full-ass horse.
Holy shit.
What color would you like this horse to be?
It's a big horse.
Would you like it to have a unicorn horn?
It will have a unicorn horn.
Please describe said horse for us.
Yes, the horse has a rainbow mane and tail.
Nice.
With a silver glittery unicorn horn. But at the tip of the horn is black. Just a tiny, tiny point.
Just the tip?
Yeah, just the tip. And it can use to write with that part of the horn.
Oh.
Ooh.
Don't know why.
It's like a pencil.
Yes, and the rest of the horse, besides the rainbow, is also a silver color, but not glittery like the horn.
The horn is the only thing that glitters.
The only thing glittery.
Okay, gotcha.
The hooves are the same color as the tip of the horn.
Hooves are black, like a
Yes,
normal horse.
Exactly.
Excellent. And does this horse have a name?
This horse will be called Jellybean.
Jellybean. Okay. Well, Jellybean, in all of their glittering gorgeousness, that horn just seems to twinkle and sparkle like the finest diamonds at Tiffany's. Or if you're ever in Times Square during the winter festivities where everything seems to sparkle. That is what this horn is doing. It's magnificent, it's beautiful, it's gay as in, gay as hot, gay as what we're gonna be. And do you all climb up on said horse?
No.
No, we're sending the horse
other way.
You're
in the
sending
opposite
the horse.
direction.
Sending it the other way.
Okay.
To create a distraction.
It's going down towards the chasm.
Okay.
Yar.
What are you doing to send the horse? Are you slapping it on its ass? Are you talking to the horse? What are you doing?
I'll talk to the horse.
I'll slap its ass.
I'm very good.
We can still slap its ass, but let's talk to the horse first.
Ask for consent
Consent.
first.
Yes.
Fine.
We're all animals here.
All right. You speak to the horse.
It's not a sex kind of slap.
Hello.
Hello, Jellybean. Long time no see.
It's good to see you again, my lord.
It's good to see you too. I have a task for you.
Anything for you, my lord.
I'm glad you're willing to comply. So we're trying to get that way, but we need a distraction.
Uh-huh.
So we're asking if you can run the other way. And Crusty here wants to slap your ass as you do so.
And can you be really
In
loud?
a commensurate fashion.
Can you be really loud about it? Just really loud.
Darling, I am nothing if not
Loud?
loud.
The embodiment of loud.
But be careful.
Look at me.
There's a chasm on the that way, so just be careful.
Yes, please don't die or anything.
Oh, I appreciate the sentiment. As for you,
This motherfucker thinks he's better than us.
Crusty, is that a description or your Christian name?
You want to find out?
Perhaps. You've not bought me dinner and yet you want to slap my rear.
It's a customary way to get a horse to move. Am I wrong?
So this is to commit to the farce. Yes.
What?
The farce.
Honestly, if you just started running, it's also okay. Do you want to be slapped in the ass?
I want theatrics.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
He wants to be slapped in the ass.
Absolutely.
All right, for you, Shadow. I will do it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for lending me your rear, or at least Crusty.
Jellybean winks at Crusty and then neighs in the most chaotic neigh a horse could neigh. And takes off, kicking up dirt, rocks, kind of doing like that horse scream that's really scary sometimes. Your like instincts are like, I must protect the horse.
Yes.
That's what the horse is doing as it takes off in the direction with which you all came. And you see the eldritch teddy bears on top of the cliff kind of go coo, 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 and their eyes follow Jellybean. And you are free to move about the cabin.
Let's move.
Well done, well done, well done, well done.
Let's move quickly.
Stop doing that with your mouth.
I think I put myself.
Oh?
Jesus.
So inked?
You inked.
Look, and you see just so much pink ink.
Pink.
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 Pink ink. So much pink ink. Like trails of it. I'm having the squid version, or the octopus version of diarrhea.
Why? What did you do?
How could there possibly be a difference?
I don't know, my tummy got all rumbly when I flew.
Okay.
We have to go.
We gotta move, but if you leave a trail, you're creating a disadvantage for us.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I've only got...
Hold it in.
This situation for my bowels it's not a where situation, it's when.
Jesus. Hold it in.
And you see him go over and start slurping it up.
Not what's already...
I didn't mean put it back in.
What, you
hold
want
the
me-
rest in.
But what about the stuff that's there?
Well, we could have pretended it was from Jellybean or something.
Ava, we're getting out of here.
Okay, guys. I will say, the lair of the eldritch teddy bears is right ahead of us. So, prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself.
This is all a reference to something that I do not understand.
Smash Bros. It's
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I do understand. Never mind.
It's one of the emotes.
Yeah. That's what Ike says when you choose him.
Ike!
And he goes, prepare yourself.
All right. As you exit this pathway, you come to a circular chamber with still those high walls and still teddy bears of all color. There's even a Care Bear up there, just kind of sitting and looking down. I just saw the light die in Kyle's eyes.
And it turned on in mine.
Fucking Care Bear.
And in the center is a giant panda bear, teddy bear, sitting on top of a box. The floor is yours.
You. No.
Yes?
No. I don't, sometimes I'm okay with voices. That one's a little scary.
Welcome
Dead.
to the land of the eldritch teddy bears. I am your host. My name is Hannah. Forgot the name. Let me look it up real fast. My name
How do you
is.
spell that?
Yeah, that seems like a long name.
My name is Lord Hug-a-Lot.
Well, hug a lot.
And boy, would I like to hug you for being in my domain unannounced. Please tell me why you've come on such an auspicious day.
There's something
Suspicious?
that you've taken from us.
We're just straight up throwing it out there.
I don't sugarcoat.
And what is that?
There's a key.
The key.
I cannot laze around if my master is not with us. And I cannot reach my master if we do not have this key.
If so facto, give us the motherfucking key.
You four familiars have taken it upon themselves to come here to my house and steal my stuff and think you can just walk away unscathed?
We haven't stolen anything. We've only asked.
Do you
Where's
have
the
it?
key?
Are you saying it's your key?
It's my mistress's key.
Okay, so we do agree that the key is here. Yes, we're gonna steal it, if that is what you need us to do.
I'm not going to give it to you if that's what you're thinking. That's not how this game goes.
If I give you a hug, will you give it to us?
If I give you a hug, you'll never get up again.
Oh, well, never mind. I actually don't want a hug.
That seems like a hug might. That seems like a hug might kill you.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
What do you think we should do, Richard?
Also,
So I will give you one chance.
Who is your mistress?
My mistress is my mistress.
Can your mistress get over the border?
My mistress is all powerful and all knowing.
All right.
With the master key, she can traverse where others cannot. She will control this world,
What is your
the
mas-
next world,
Is she in-
and the rest of the world.
Is she in this world right now?
Oh, you're so silly. You want me to tell you all of her secrets?
That's what villains do.
Just
Tell us the whole
location.
story, right?
I'm having a lot of trouble.
I am not the villain.
You're not.
I am merely doing what my mistress bade me. The villains are here in front of me while I toil to make the world better for all, while I follow the rules that my mistress has put forth so that we may improve the world. You, the villains, stand before me wanting to steal the master key.
We have not stolen it. We've only asked where it is.
You have come into my
You haven't stolen it, you monster.
I'm not blinking.
I'm just reveling in one, an amazing performance, and two, that was just hilarious. You're like, we haven't stolen anything.
Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, Guardian.
You have come into my home unannounced and have asked for my possessions.
You took it.
I will give you one chance to leave this place behind without the master key, and you may find new lives away from your charges. If not, I will have to kill you.
Do you think my charge will just stand by and let you do this?
Your charge has no choice. They cannot get to you.
How about
Well, if
this?
they can get to your mistress, they can't get to me.
You know, my charge has this weird gauntlet.
Are they here right now?
Oh no.
But what are you doing?
Just
She bumped the entire camera. How's it?
We're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Dear Lord.
No, my charge isn't here right now. They're on some place called Ether.
If
Earth.
Yeah, that one.
How about this? Let us pass through. And we won't, so we can be with our charges. And then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But then you'll go and you'll try to stop my mistress.
I don't even know who your mistress is.
How
How
can
could
we
we?
stop her?
My mistress is known to all.
Well,
And
clearly
if
not.
it's not, she soon will be.
What's her name?
My mistress is my mistress.
Her name is Mistress?
My
Seems a little
mistress.
confusing.
Do you, are you treated kindly by your mistress?
Yes.
Are you sure? Have you ever heard of unions?
This is getting too real.
What's a union?
A union is essentially when workers band together to make sure that they're being treated well by the management. It's a way of holding both sides accountable.
Making sure you're not abused and overworked and used against your will.
Because you need support for that sometimes. It's hard when you're one voice just speaking up into nothing, but when you're a bunch of voices, it's
Get things done. Exactly.
And you think that I want to join this union?
Do you let me. Hold on, I got it, guys. Do you feel like you are ever kind of, I don't know, bossed around sometimes? And sometimes when you're talking to your mistress, you're kind of like, maybe I don't want to do that. And then your mistress goes, you have to. And then you go, well, maybe I want to not do it. And you feel like you're overworked.
You see the eldritch giant panda teddy bear stop and kind of think for a second. And then their shoulders kind of,
Yeah.
And then you see these eldritch purple things go, and the teddy bear goes,
Oh God.
No, I must follow my mistress's edict.
Did I see?
That
where,
is all I need.
I
Is
think-
my mistress's word.
Did I see where the sparks were coming from? Like, was there any location on the body that like something came out of? Was it the dick? Just the teddy bear.
Just the tip.
Just
No.
a big old cock.
No. The sparks seem to come from the back, their back. Roll me a clever.
All of us?
A clever. Just Crusty.
Clever. 8.
8. Crusty seems to be wearing a backpack.
So I ask you again.
So, what you need to do is follow your mistress' edict, but what do you want?
What I want, I cannot have.
Why can't...
What I want, I cannot have because I serve my mistress. My wants are my mistress's wants.
Your mistress wants you to to be happy.
I don't know if that's true though. It seems like
you're being controlled.
And you're not happy.
And against your will.
When was the last time you had some you time?
Are you even actually tied by the find familiar spell to them, or?
Do you feel like maybe sometimes you're overworked and that sometimes you feel like you just need to sit down?
Yes. Oh, you have to.
We need to break it.
Yes.
They were
Okay,
getting
how about
close.
this? Have you ever been inside of, like, I don't know, you've been inside with your mistress and they kind of give you a look that's kind of mean?
Have I ever been inside of my mistress?
That is what I said, isn't it? Boy.
You seeing what I'm seeing, Shadow?
I am.
I need it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I summon a horse.
You summon a horse.
The horse is a muscly, scarred black mare with a like bleached white mohawk of hair as the
Incredible.
mane and an eye patch over one eye.
Oh, it's Jellybean's sister, brother, sister, mare, sister.
What's Jellybean's sister's name?
Capricorn.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Capricorn and Jellybean. Sounds like some hipsters who live in California. And what are you doing with said horse?
Charge!
Okay.
Yeah!
Charging. Are you all on the horse?
Yes.
Yeah? I like this. Yes, and.
Yes.
So we have an octopus, a cat, and a crab riding a horse with a mohawk.
Is Ava on the horse?
Oh, Ava's also on the
Okay.
horse. Ava is holding on to the horse's neck.
Bringing up the rear.
Oh, she's bringing up the rear. That's what she's doing. And she's got a battle cry. She's So, as you charge, I will let you all ready in action to do to said Eldritch Teddy Bear. I'm assuming you're attacking the Eldritch Teddy Bear.
Yeah, we're going straight for the backpack.
The backpack.
So please describe what you're going to do, and I will tell you what to roll to see if you succeed. You can talk amongst yourself too if
Okay.
you need to plan it.
I have one more pocket magic.
Can you launch me with your tentacles like a slingshot?
Of course I can, but I have one more that I think would do well. It seems like there's some electricity among them, and I have soak, which conjures a bucket full of water. There's no water. There's no bucket though, so I'd have to kind of throw it.
Here's what you do.
Carry the bucket with you as your.
There's no bucket.
There's no bucket.
It's just water. It's a
just
bucket.
water.
So you,
It's water.
I
It
was
would fit into
bucket
a
were a
bucket.
measurement?
Yes.
I was confused by it too.
I forgot. I read it.
You conjure it onto the teddy bear so that it's confused.
Great.
And then you throw me.
Got it. Can I do both things? It seems like I can maybe able to do. Can I do both things?
You're going to conjure the water and throw Crusty?
I was gonna.
I'll assist with the throwing. I'll
Okay.
kick you toward that way. With a nice ninja cat kick.
Ah. My favorite of the Neko Atsumis.
Exactly.
So we have conjuring a bucket's worth of water.
Right.
Where are you conjuring this water?
Over the animal.
Over
Or
the whole.
the panda. Sorry.
Over the panda, the Eldritch Teddy Bear. Great.
So it falls down onto the teddy bear.
Okay, you're getting yeeted at the
Eldritch Teddy Bear.
Teddy Bear, and you're doing the yeeting.
Yes.
Okay.
What I'm gonna
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna rules lawyer the shit out of this. Okay, I'm gonna cast limited invisibility on myself.
Okay.
It says works as long as you don't move.
Okay.
If I like freeze
Kronk.
and then
Midair.
am picked up and thrown, I'm not moving.
Technically, you're right.
And you know what? Crabs can stay pretty still, especially if you
can.
tuck your little armies in. I will allow it. You can be invisible through the air.
Yes. Because I'm a stealth bullet.
A stealth bullet.
A stealth hockey puck.
A stealth hockey puck.
Stealth puck.
A stealth puck.
Okay, so
Stealth puck was my nickname.
as this horse majestically, you hear a little bit of like classic rock like play in the background as this mohawked horse runs at this eldritch giant panda bear. And as this happens, you see Shadow stand up on their hind legs, picks up Crabs, or Crabby. Crusty, sorry.
Wow.
Crusty T Crab. As soon as Shadow picks up Crusty T Crab, Crusty vanishes. Shadow pulls back. Frisbee tosses Crusty T Crab at the eldritch giant panda bear.
Yo, this is like Sasuke and Naruto taking on Zabuza.
Literally. Literally.
Then, as the horse, I almost said Androdak. What is the name of the horse again?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. Capricorn, like skids to a halt and then whips around to kind of launch Richard up so that Richard, you can cast wet.
Soak.
Soak, sorry.
Soak.
Even worse.
Even worse. Cast soak above the teddy bear's head. All right, you have landed on the back shoulder blade and between the backpack of the eldritch teddy bear. The water is cascading down Lord Hugs-a-Lot, and you see Lord Hugs-a-Lot go, help me. No, get out. And there are now electricity that is snaking up their body. So you will have to be careful about that. What are you doing next?
Oh.
We're slicing and dicing, baby. I'm going for the left strap.
Okay. Left side. With all your might, roll me a fierce.
Where did it go? There it is. I rolled a 1. But my fierce is 2, so it brings me up to a 3. Is that how it works?
When you roll a 1, you roll a 1. It's one of the very few rules. So you break.
Good thing my break is fury.
Is it really?
So you have forgotten all aspects of the mission, and you are now furious. And you two and Ava do see this happen. So, whilst this was your first action, I'm going to say you are unable to cut the backpack strap yet. You two have a chance to do something, and Ava has a chance to do something in order to either get rid of this backpack or help Crusty. Just noticed Ava on the table.
Yeah, she's on the table.
So cute.
She's barely.
You got some. I don't have any more spells.
It's okay. You don't need a spell. If you can help out Crusty,
I can for sure.
I'll help out with the backpack.
I'll come down and I'll leap down and slurp myself on the back of Crusty.
Okay.
And I'll kind of sing in his ear.
Okay. What do you sing?
Oh, Crusty boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside. You're gonna be okay, 'cause I'm your friend, my darling. Oh, Crusty the Crab, you're my friend every day. Oh, Crusty Crab, you've got such big pincers. And how you sway back and forth throughout the land. Yes, I'll be in front of you or on back of you. Oh, Crusty Crab, oh, Crusty Crab. I love you so.
Thank you.
Props.
Wow.
You know,
Oh my god.
if that doesn't reduce somebody's stress, I don't know
Hey,
what
Somebody
will.
quit that shit.
Rachel D&D said, no matter the character, Dan will sing.
You know what, Rachel? You're not wrong.
We don't have classes.
We don't have classes.
Wait, we are called the Bards of New York.
True.
It's true.
All right, with that song, you feel your rage, your fury at having to do this instead of enjoy a nice brunch with your charge. Quell for a second. You know you can do this. You've just got to keep your cool. It's been a stressful day, but at the end of this are mimosas and waffles, and you have to stay in that belief to get through this.
Yar.
Yar indeed. You can reduce your stress level down to 0 now, thanks to that beautiful song. That is your action for the round.
Perfect.
What would you like to do?
My action is to assist on the other backpack strap.
Okay. Ava is also gonna go and tear at it with her teeth.
I'm using my claws.
Great.
Doing it together.
Okay, I'll start on one side and you start on the other. We'll meet in the middle and maybe we'll kiss, but who knows? Let's go!
Alright, let's do it.
All right, roll a fierce check for me.
Where's the music?
I think it might. I don't know.
You
Dan's
did,
got
it's very
the
well
volume.
heard on the stream.
Oh.
So
It is quite quiet
It's
here.
very
yeah, it's pretty quiet here. That's because it's quiet. I mean,
8.
8? Okay, and that's with your bonuses?
Yes.
Okay. Ava rolled a 10, so you are able to gnaw through most of the strap. You're gonna have to do another round to get through the whole thing of it. This is the music that's been playing. In the land of the Eldritch teddy bears.
It's
Okay.
diegetic.
As you're doing this, Lord Hugs a Lot goes,
Ooh, I have to get vermin off of me.
and goes to try and grab Shadow. Shadow, I'm gonna need you to roll a quick for me.
That is 10.
Oh! They rolled a 9. You just, so the teddy bear paw comes menacing and fuzzy. And it comes to grab Shadow, who is scratching at the backpack strap. And Shadow, you just feel the fuzzy fur of it just barely brush your fuzzy face.
Whoa.
Very Matrix-like. You have escaped. All right, round 2.
Fight.
Still got to deal with this backpack. What are you doing?
Hey, bud.
Thanks, Richard.
You're doing great.
I needed that.
Mm-hmm.
I double pincer.
Roll a fierce for me. I don't know why, but I'm imagining he also likes to wear a chef hat when he's not adventuring.
Yeah, he cooks for his
Okay.
charge. Ooh, we rolled good. We rolled good.
Yeah, that's what I just rolled.
That's a 9.
Hey, okay. You are able to cut through this backpack. Anything else? Or are you good? Moving anywhere? You yar in the teddy bear's ear. The teddy bear goes. There is an electric shock that's going to come at you, and I need you to roll a quick to avoid it.
Nope. That's a 3.
3. Take a point of stress. You get a little shot. Okay. Richard, Chard, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna try and leap off of crabs, and I'm gonna try and suck myself onto the backpack, and then let my full body weight lead it back so it falls off. Just really get my body into it.
Okay.
You really
Okay.
could've said
I
stick
like
yourself.
this. This is great. I want you
Yes.
to roll a.
It's pretty clever, right?
It is very clever. So roll clever.
Let's fucking go. That's an 11.
You are sucked on that backpack.
That's right. And then I just go,
stuck to.
leave
No.
with it.
And you're gonna let
Leave.
gravity do the rest. There's one strap to contend with though, so as you sloop onto this backpack and start to fall, I need you and Ava to roll a fierce check.
Ooh. Oh.
Let's get it on.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Is that a D6?
D4.
D4.
Drew's gotta use his own dice.
Gotta use his own dice.
Those fierce. 11.
11.
Wait. Yes, 11.
Ava also rolled an 11.
Oh, go off, Ava.
So you chew and claw your way through, and you boop noses at the end, and you realize the backpack strap has fallen off. And now with this octopus creating the way, it sloops off the teddy bear and falls to the ground. As it's falling, you have a chance to not land and get squished by it if you like, because you're feeling this backpack. It's a heavy backpack.
I try to grab on.
Okay.
I'm holding on to the bear's fur with one claw, and I'm gonna reach for one of the tentacles.
Okay, roll me a fierce check then.
Yeah. 7.
7. You are able to grab onto the backpack, but it's slipping. It's slipping.
Run! Run, boy!
I don't want to leave you.
You're just going over there.
That's great.
God damn it, I can't hold your hand forever.
Okay, and I kind of detach myself, and I hopefully, if I could do this, maybe a roll. I'll detach, then spin, float myself, get a parachute again, and float back to the area that's not under the backpack.
I love that description. Roll me a quick.
Oh boy. All right, here we go.
Gotta
Let me see some
channel Drew.
zeros.
5.
Okay, I will say you're able to do the cool flips and shit, but where you land is a little off of where you wanted to land.
Oh shoot!
So it looks pretty cool for a second, but then the landing is kind of like.
Oh god! I've landed poorly. Oh boy. Boy.
Okay, as this backpack falls off the teddy bear, you see it go. No, die. And then it all falls silent. And then it slowly turns its head to its shoulder where you still are.
You freed me.
Oh boy.
And then it looks at Shadow.
I don't hear the whispers anymore.
That's good. Have you thought about the Union?
We could.
I think I will need some pamphlets.
Oh, don't you worry.
We got pamphlets for days.
For days.
Now, let's see that key. What's your name again?
Lord Hugs-a-Lot.
What's your real name?
Lord Hugs-a-Lot.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think that's their real name.
I was trapped for centuries here by my mistress.
Your
By
mistress.
this backpack.
Do you know their name now?
No. My mistress is my mistress. But my mistress is no longer my mistress.
True.
That's exciting,
She
right?
still is out there somewhere. But more importantly, you need the key.
Yes.
Sorry, my voice is always this creepy.
I was hoping it would change slightly, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
No, it's why I'm the leader of the Eldritch Teddy Bears.
Are your eyes always that wide?
Yeah.
Maybe you should invest in some contacts.
Yeah, are you hard of sight?
Do you have dry eyes? Oh no, you blink. Okay,
you
well,
guys, Sir Hugs-a-Lot just went through a harrowing experience.
Lord,
maybe we should.
Lord.
Lord Hugs-a-Lot of the
Sorry, I
Eldritch
have
Teddy
a hard time
Bears.
remembering names.
Can I call you Loha?
That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's great. Can I call you
Loha?
Can I call you Loha?
It's a real question.
Somebody clip that.
Nicknames are my love language. Fuck all of you.
Oh, I make nicknames by accident, you know?
That's true.
Like Ricardo over there.
The key sits beneath me.
Okay.
Beneath you.
Are you gonna
Like underneath you or like beneath the building?
I assume they mean the box.
Loha slaps the box that they're sitting on.
I just love it when you slap your box.
I'm gonna rewind and kill Kyle's character.
Oh no. Oh no. Well. Hey everybody. Oh no.
Sir Hugs-a-Lot.
I'm so sorry.
Lumbers off the box, and you realize it is an ancient Jack-in-the-Box box.
So it scares us? No, nothing jumps out.
With a crank on it.
Okay.
Does anybody want to crank the box?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Let's do it together.
Let's do it together. Everyone put in a hand, a claw, a slurper, and a paw.
I haven't cranked a box
All
in 30
right.
years.
One claw, 2 paws, and a slurper all reach for the crank.
The crank, the
I've
paw,
heard this
the
one.
slurper, and the claw. The crank, the claw, the slurper, and the paw.
Just crank it.
All right.
Just crank it. Words to live by. As you rotate it, it goes.
Come on, y'all. Come on. We're so good.
I
I want everyone to know we're sober.
Somebody else.
That's the best part about
Somebody
this.
else.
I'm absolutely sober.
As you crank the crank on the box, it goes. Dee, 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 pong, and another bear pops out of the box on a spring. Oh hi!
Oh God!
I've been in there for a while. Hello.
Hey.
Is this what's happened since I've been usurped as leader of the Eldritch Teddy Bears?
Your usurper is sitting above you. But we saved your usurper.
They were also controlled in a way.
Luha, you got controlled?
Oh, so that's a thing you do call him Loha.
I have a sense for these things.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yes. I lost a game of Fey gambling.
Of what?
Gambling. Not Fey gambling.
Fey gambling.
And I bet my freedom.
That sounds like you shouldn't have maybe done that.
Well, I mean, sometimes when you're confident, you're confident.
That's true.
I've been there before.
What'd you have?
You're deep in your cups and you think you can rule the world. What could you have gotten?
Yeah, what was
What could I have done?
What would you have won
if you
had you not lost?
Yeah,
Would you control your mistress?
Yeah, what did you bet it against?
Yeah, what was the prize?
The meaning of life.
Damn. I
Oh,
mean
that would have been a waste.
Yeah.
I think your soul is a bit more important.
This is a simulation anyway. Nothing's real.
I would say the meaning of life is not to gamble your soul away. Jesus
You're
Christ.
talking to a talking crab, octopus, and cat.
Craboctopus.
Craboctopus.
Because not only did you not learn the meaning of life, you also lost your own.
That's why we're called the claw, the paw, and the slurper.
Sure.
Oh, and the paw. 2 paws, claw, and a slurper.
No.
Ava's a paw.
I think you've lost the,
anyway.
I think you've lost the plot.
I need a nap in my box.
Before you go to sleep, do you have a key?
The key.
Where's the key?
The master key.
I'm so happy.
The Jack in the Box bear reaches behind them and pulls from their spine.
That's better than ass?
Yes. Pulls out of their spine. You mean this key? The master key?
That seems important. That seems like it hurt.
Ah,
I would hope you wouldn't.
I got stabbed with it by some lady called the mistress.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of sucks, is what I'm hearing.
I've heard this is kind of important.
It really is.
And we could use it.
We really need it.
For what?
Well, I mean, everyone who's connected to a charge is not able to contact them or see them. We can't leave this place. No one can come to this place.
I want
We're
to
all
meet.
locked
I
out.
want you all to meet my charge. He has a big gauntlet.
Well,
he has a big what?
I have a question for you. I will give you the master key to save the universe if, in return, you can give us some literature on this familiar's union so we too can form our own.
We absolutely.
Funny you should ask.
Could you pull some of the pamphlets?
Yeah,
from your
I've got a
couple
You
flaps?
talk about it through my bar.
Or you can sing the Union song.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the Union song is a great song.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Everybody's got a union. You got a union. Everybody's got a union. Make sure you join your union. It's gonna be a great time. If you've ever joined the union before, you know what to be exploring yourself. Everybody's got a union. Shit, balls. Everybody's got a union. Everybody's got to bring a union.
I feel like I've had all the information downloaded in my brain with that song. All right. Present thy paw, claw, or slurper to receive the master key.
Crusty, your grip is the strongest. You take this.
Mine literally slurp. Okay.
You think you can beat my grip?
Yeah.
We'll test this later.
Wait.
The key is as big as you are.
Yeah.
All right, you have received the master key. Before you embark back to the glade where the brunch was happening, do you have any last words to the eldritch teddy bears?
Yes.
Be excellent to each other.
Yes, be good to each other. And please.
And
if you
also,
have- oh, go ahead.
be less gullible.
Yes.
Don't get into situations where you're being taken control of.
And if you ever feel like you need a
Heavy
union,
victim blaming now.
no,
not at all.
not at all. We're just saying that it's important to think for yourself. And if you ever need a little tune, bum 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 bum, join the union. That's just the 30-second clip.
Excuse me.
That's like the 10
It's the
second.
jingle version.
That's the jingle version.
It's like if you want to put it on your cell phone as like a ringtone.
Yeah, or if someone asks for just a real small clip, and you gotta get that real quick before.
Do you want to
the
hear
end
the
of
voicemail
Yeah, here we go.
answering version?
Yes.
Hi, welcome to the union. We've got at least a few spots open for you. Come on over. 1-800-MY-UNIONS.
1-800-MY-UNIONS?
Yeah.
Make sure you don't spell it wrong, because you could go to a very different place.
You can also just go across the chasm through the Storybook Village, and then you'll see the Union there.
Or Union is already here.
Well,
in your fellows.
You could start your own Union as well.
I don't know where.
What's the issue? What's the issue, Ricardo?
My name's Richard.
Yes, I know.
All right, you leave the eldritch teddy bears, and as you see, some of the sentries start to climb down, scale down the wall backwards, like vampires, kind of in a creepy-like way.
Jesus.
And they all start talking. You can hear little whispers about like,
It's like Freddy Teddy.
yeah, hours worked, and oh, we should have breaks and mealtime.
Healthcare.
Yeah.
You matter.
Also, hi, Raiders. I know we've gotten raided by a couple of people. Hello, welcome.
Welcome.
We're talking about unions.
You make your way through
Do you want to hear the song?
the land of the Eldritch Teddy Bears. At the chasm, you see that Jelly Bean, the rainbowed, besparkled unicorn, has run across the chasm and left for you a rainbow bridge back.
Jelly Bean.
Wow.
Dog.
If anyone would like to roll a clever, you may examine the rainbow bridge.
Me. You don't question rainbow bridges.
Fuck me. 6.
6? You look down. You could taste the rainbow.
Now, is this like that one commercial that got banned, but is only in Sweden, where you walk in and a guy is shooting rainbow Skittles out of his dick into another person, and then you're like, how did that get on television?
Well,
Because
it
it's
wasn't,
Europe.
but now everybody's thinking about that.
You should go find that.
It's a thing?
It's a real thing. It's very.
I'm sorry, it was a Swedish.
No, this is a real. I'll show it to y'all after.
But just Google above table. Google Skittles commercial ejaculation.
And your
Make
government
sure you
agent
have
will be
commercial.
concerned.
Make sure you have.
Make sure you have commercial, because if you don't, you're gonna get a lot of other
get
stuff.
into a weird place on the internet.
That's true.
Make sure you're not on AO3.
Yeah.
You cross the rainbow bridge. If anyone would like to taste the rainbow, you're more than welcome to.
I would love to taste the rainbow.
I always taste the rainbow.
Roll on
like
the
to
D100.
Oh, I'd like to slurp on the rainbow.
89.
89. You are transformed into a frog. You are able to talk in a croaking voice, but you can still cast spells. But whatever you interpret a croaking voice to be, that's your new voice for the next 5 minutes, which may be the rest of this stream.
44.
44. Roll a d4.
Ooh. 3.
you conk out for the whole trip through the Storybook Forest, and someone has to carry you.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm a frog.
You're. Alright, I'll carry you both. You slurp in here and you slurp off. I'll drag you.
You don't have to carry me.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like you have booze hiccups.
Close enough.
And you rolled on the table too?
Yes, I got a 23.
A 23. Oh. Flower petals start falling from the sky for the next minute, centered on your location.
Well, isn't that just a flowery day?
What kind of flower petals? What color?
Crimson red.
Crimson red.
And we're back to Twilight.
As you make your way back to the Twilight Glade, you wake up. You enter the glade. The chairman is still there. Anthropomorphic hands-on whisk hips, pacing back and forth, checking their watch. No, still no face, so you don't know where their eyes are. They just keep holding it up at different directions, so you're really not sure. You approach the chairman.
Whiskers.
My name is. Oh wait, you know who we are.
I know who you are.
We've brought you.
Crusty.
Here you go, whiskey business.
You have done it again.
That's a good
I
name.
knew I could depend on you three. And you, young Ava. You have proven yourself a worthy adventurer. Your charge will be so proud. You should have to go and report back to your charge in this endeavor. Now, with the key, I will slot it into the special hole and unlock all the gateways. And you see the chairman, sentient whisk that it is, take it, and it sets the whisk, or sets the key on the stage, and then dives headfirst into the ground and digs up a hole, jumps out, shakes the dirt from its whisk. You know how you have to kind of like, yeah. Picks up the key, and if you were to peer into the hole, you'd see a slot down there. And then all of a sudden, all of these portals, choo, 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 start appearing. Wizards, bards, sorcerers, a librarian start walking through, and you see the familiars start to pair up with their familiar. There is a peg-legged pirate that walks through a portal.
Godfrey.
Yarr.
Yarr.
And goes.
I hug the peg leg.
He picks up Crusty and kisses Crusty on his crusty shell.
I missed you.
Yar, I've missed you too, boy. Where have you been?
Is that Mora Rose? Where have you been?
Say that.
It's a long story.
Oh, I'm sure you've saved the world. As you always do, my trusty sidekick. And he takes your little crab hand and wiggles it. Yar, let's go find a seat. Why don't we?
Yeah.
Unless you want to introduce me to your new friends.
My name is Richard.
Yes, this is Richard.
Nice to meet you, Dick.
You already know. No, actually, we don't call him that.
No.
No.
You can call him anything else, Richard.
Yar.
You can call him Ricardo as well.
Nice to meet you, Ricardo. Ricky, Ricardo.
You know, you've
Rick,
called me everything but the name I
Richard,
told you.
Chard.
Chard?
Char Char.
You know what? I like to go by a different name.
At this second, you feel a presence behind you. And it is your ranger.
Doug?
Oh, no.
Why, hello. I have missed you, Shadow.
Doug.
Where have you been?
Well, you know.
The gateways were closed.
They were, and I did more than I've ever done since the old days, you know. We got those gates open. I missed you, Doug.
You got the gateways open.
Yes.
I always knew you had it in you. Usually you only want belly rubs.
I mean,
but
you
when
get
the
best.
going gets tough,
The going
the
gets
tough
going.
get going.
I'll never miss our motto.
Yes, it is
Yes.
a great one. Now I am quite parched and I would like some Fey mimosas.
Oh, you already know I have some on me. Here you go, Doug.
Hannah rolls on the table. Ooh. Hannah gets a 68. Damn it.
So close.
I
Close.
know.
So close.
For the next 10 minutes, Doug's speech is accompanied by smoke rings coming from their
Hell
mouth.
yeah! That's cool.
Yes. All right. And finally, you hear a kunk. Kunk.
Big boots.
Yeah, big boots.
Big boots.
Big guy.
Big guy.
Kunk.
A titan, if you will.
One would say.
And then a big gloved hand falls on your octopus shoulder.
Shoulder?
T, is that you?
Oh!
The hardest choice
requires a strongest will. Oh! T says,
I thought I had to do it myself. But this
Oh,
time,
it's Michael Jackson now. It is. All right. You know what? I'll stand it. I'm for it. Whatever.
it's Michael Jackson if he was Thanos.
If he was Thanos.
If he was Thanos.
Michael Jackson playing Thanos.
So you're implying that the Michael Jackson white glove has the
Yes.
Infinity
The
Stones,
six
Why-
Infinity
Stones
like,
on it?
he's purple, but it's like very much Michael Jackson's face.
And it's a little
giant.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, little Josh Brolin.
Little
There's
Josh
a butt
Brolin.
chin.
Does he have the hair of Michael Jackson, or is he bald like Thanos?
No, he's got the hair.
Of course he's got the
Okay,
hair.
that's just what I wanted.
I would never do that.
Now, is it white Michael Jackson or Afro Michael Jackson?
Purple.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
you
no,
mean
I mean like
Arrow?
hair-wise.
Oh, it's.
What would you like it to be?
I think Afro.
Afro?
I like
yeah, even
Afro.
better. It's
I
gotta
like
be.
Afro. I like Afro. Yeah.
It's Thriller.
It's Thriller.
Yeah.
It's him in Thriller. Yeah.
I thought I'd have to do it myself.
Wow, T, M, T, M, J. I forgot your name, but now I remember it. M, T, J.
MTJ.
Michael
Michael Thanos Jackson. Your middle name, everyone knows, is Thanos.
It is indeed Sugar Lips.
Ooh. Let me get on your thumb. Oh.
I've missed this.
Can
Now,
you?
I'm gonna go moonwalk over to that buffet.
Ow! Or I can't do Michael J. Thank you. All right. So as you all are reunited with your charges and they with you, and this brunch commences, it is a wonderful time.
Oh my
Is there anything else you three would like to do? Anything you'd like to say to each other, or your charges, or the chairman before the camera fades to black?
I was thinking, what if
The three of us?
our charges formed a party?
Yes. What a powerful party that would be.
It's like matchmaking?
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk. Okay.
I mean,
That sounds great.
No, I think
Godfrey and Doug already know each other, but
we can all hang out sometimes.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You guys want to hang out with me?
Yeah. You're pretty fun. You leave a lot of
Ava, what do you
things behind.
You see Ava waiting at the doorway of one of the doorways, just looking in, trying to find it.
You don't see Ava's charge?
And then this woman steps through, and she's a druid with long red hair and green eyes and a love of the color purple. And Ava jumps up on her hind legs like this, all excited. And you know that's her charge, and the charge picks up Ava and tosses her up and takes her back down and kisses her on the nose, and then holds her very much like how Drew is holding Ava right now.
Is your charge name Hannah?
My charge's name is Hannah. I have 2 charges, but this is one of my charges. She's my first charge.
Your first charge.
Yeah,
She seems pretty cool.
she is pretty cool.
We're thinking about starting a party with our charges.
Like
wanna
a
join us?
rave?
My
Like a key party?
No, like an adventuring party.
No. Ava, why do you know what a key party is?
I know things, I read.
We had a key party.
Remember,
today.
Ava knew stuff about us before we even knew stuff
I've
about
never
us.
been to a key party, but MTJ tells me about it all the time. He's been to many.
Woo!
We're playing matchmaker with our charges. We're going on an adventure.
Oh, I think Hannah would love that.
Incredible.
I'll go tell her.
Good.
She really likes mimosas, so that's where she is.
Hell yeah.
She likes executive mimosas. They have vodka and champagne in them.
Oh, she likes to get fucked up.
Yeah,
Hell
she parties hard sometimes. Not as much as she used to because she's getting older, but she still likes to party.
The meta that this
little,
became?
Little
Oh, God.
behind the scenes,
Yes.
folks. Little above the table.
All right.
In the
As you all decide to start a new adventure with you and your charges, and maybe an adventure of love.
Adventure of love.
The camera sweeps through all the delicious food. The boat of, what was it called? Nectar, floating with the champagne flutes, sweeps around the stage where the chairman is finally looking satisfied and like they've accomplished their job of 100 years of planning this party. And all the portals opening up as familiars and charges are reunited, and you have, for the moment, saved the universe through the power of teamwork and friendship. And that is where we will leave. Very nice job!
That was lit, y'all.
That was fun. Oh, I have the hiccups now.
Okay, we're gonna stream for another hour until you get rid of it.
Yeah. But it's just you singing.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
With the hiccups.
Hannah, amazing job.
Hey, well done.
Round of applause.
My first stream!
Yeah, it was so good. It was so much fun.
Thank you. It
Thank
was
you.
wonderful and fun. Thank you, chat. Chat, you were hilarious. And I'm usually the one monitoring chat, but today I was having to monitor my own brain, so I'll have to go back and look through it, but I'm sure y'all were feckin' funny, as you always are.
Yeah.
It's been lovely. We will be back next week to do a battle royale as our characters from the Ballad of the Nightmare Crew.
Check our Discord because we're gonna set up a poll to see what character I play.
Yes.
I'm gonna vote 8 times.
And even if you don't want to participate in the poll, please just come join our Discord.
Yeah.
That's where we're talking, chatting. Tomorrow, the new episode of Ahsoka comes out, and it's all I think about. So come join us so that you can talk about that. Anything else we need to say?
Audible Plus. www.audibletrial.com/bards.
Also,
and then YouTube.
Yes. Also, September, please. And
You
also,
can be my sub.
There you go.
Yeah.
And also go sub on YouTube.
Yeah,
Please.
please.
It's free. They're both free.
Yeah.
Well, no, sub isn't free on Twitch, but unless you use Bezos. But the one on YouTube is very helpful for us, and we would really appreciate it.
So we all agree. Fuck Jeff Bezos.
True.
Take his money, use it
and,
as you will.
and use Audible. And go unions. Unionize.
Go unions. Yeah.
Unionize everywhere.
That was the message of today's stream.
Everybody join us.
Okay, well, we will see you in the Discord, and we will see you next week, and we love you all. Tell somebody you love them. Spread some joy. We love you. And I can't wait to be back with you in a different wig with our Nightmare Crew babies. Love you all. Bye.